And I am live and living color. It's late. I hardly ever start this late. And I'm yawning already. So that tracks. If anybody's still up and bored, mm, open my email, not my email, my notes app to. I didn't take a lot of notes about the soaps this week, but maybe it'll jog my memory if people start talking. What a day! What a day! Lack of us is here. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. You're the first person. How did my week go? Ugh. I'm just glad it's a weekend. It's pretty good. I made it through. What about you, Lackabus? How are you? Math Bell is here. Hi, Math Bell. Thank you for coming in. Yay! I'm so excited. I was afraid nobody would show up. This is later than I normally start, but we're here. So are pretty good. I'm loading up my notes to refresh my memory, but I remember not being. I know General Hospital. Michael came back. That's my biggest thing. Even though it's not Chad, I will somehow survive. I'm willing to give Roy give Roy a chance. Lakoba says every week is a struggle. Every week for me is a struggle. I'm so sorry to hear that. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it, or just say I'm sorry for whatever it is. But I'm glad that you made it through. I'm glad you're here. It's I don't know. At this point in my life, I feel like I know more people who are struggling than aren't struggling. It's just a lot of suffering out here. It's so hard to make it get through. Not that money is everything for everybody, but I always go back to that. Like, just I don't know how people are surviving. I don't know how I'm surviving. I don't know how people are supporting their families. Like, I'm lucky I have a house payment instead of like rent. Sometimes I just go to Zillow and look at what rent is for like a I have a 3 bedroom house to see what the rent would be on that. And I don't know how people are paying thousands of dollars just to live. And how the fuck you eat too? Um, let's see. Math Bell said, "Oh shoot, I might start watching full episodes of GH now that Geo's secret is out and Michael is back to shut up Will and Drew." Yeah, I think that would be a good time. Bernie said, "Hi, hi, Bernie. Thank you for being here." Lancho Laco said, "That's a wig for sure." A wig? As if I would ever. I grew this out of my scalp. Lucky I'll go put on another wig and come back. I don't know if you're just a random person who's here who thought you felt the need to share that, but that's not gonna that doesn't embarrass me. I actually have a hair full of hair. Laco Bus says no, I'm just being over dramatic. Oh, well that's okay. You're in the right place for it. We love our drama here. Oh, thank you, Laco Bus. I appreciate that. Says Lanche, be respectful. Deuce is here. Hey, Deuce, it's been a minute. Says okay, Keisha, looking good. Bless you. Thank you. I'm happy to see you. I haven't even been in Spoiler Kings for a while, so I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Lancho Lewis says I'm wrong. I mean, that's subjective. Could be that you're wrong for saying something, but you know, to each their own. Matthew said the Drew Willow gaslighting has been so cringe for me. Ugh, that whole thing is cringe, and I just don't understand how Willow. I mean, I know she's from the cult, so she's easy to be like manipulated. But she's so brainwashed. Like she can't even say I. She can't use the pronoun I. Everything has to be we. Drew and I. It's like, girl, like it couldn't have been that good. Carly had the same penis, and she wasn't acting like that. As soon as Jason came back, Carly was like, "Huh?" But yeah, Willow was like, all hell Drew. Like Willow was with Michael. Willow was with Chase. Like, and I don't care too much for Chase, but he's very nice to look at. 1 second. Yeah, okay. I hit that user side. I have to worry about her. Deuce say hit the like button. Thank you, Deuce. I appreciate that. I always forget to say that. Matt Bell said you have to do a video. Oh my gosh. Let me read the comment first before I react. Matt Bell said you have to do a video mimicking Leslie, pretending to be Nicole and talking about her different aliases. Why is my daughter snapping in the background over there? She said the same thing. I was like, I don't know if I got that kind of wig. I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know if I have that one, but I feel like I could probably get one that's short for cheap. So you and my daughter on the same page. She said the same thing. I was like, I don't even know how I could do that. Like Leslie's so crazy, but it would be fun. I just gotta get the wig. I already got a cardigan that I think will pull it off, but that's so funny. I want to do it. Dude, it'd be so much fun. I just gotta get in that crazy headspace. Mm. Masbell said, I was reminded how good Drew looked with Nina, and I'm still upset they broke that fun, spicy couple up for the cringe stuff they have to have with Willow and Drew. Yeah, I agree. When they was on the red carpet side by side, I was like, as much as I thought it was gross because they did the whole hate sex thing, I would have much preferred that. And then, like, what is neat? And then that could be like a couple, and that would be Nina's story, at least part of it. And I would prefer that over Nina's story is still my daughter, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter, and she gonna lose her daughter when the shit hit the fan anyway. Whenever, then they better not bury that truth. That truth needs to come out about Nina and Drew. But we all know Nina gonna lose if Willow is definitely gonna lash out at Nina. I don't know if she's gonna lash out at Drew because Drew is probably gonna spin it that Nina is jealous because he chose her, and I think that Willow might eat that up. I'm so happy to be talking about this. Sometimes I miss you guys so much. Doing the videos during the weekend engagement with you guys is so much fun. It's like I miss it when I'm not. Lack of Bus says Gio's performance was really good. I hate to admit it, but I agree. And actually, I'm looking forward to more Geo scenes. I hate the storyline, but out of everyone, I'm interested to see what he does with it. He broke that violin. I was like, damn, what did the violin do though? Don't we love the violin? But all the pain and angst and hurt and everything that he felt, like it was very visible on his face. I didn't know he had it on him, to be honest with you. Matt Bell said, yes, bring your daughter on a few live chats or videos. Daughter? Matt Bell said for me to bring you on a few live chats or videos. She said, that's so sweet. She'll do it. I don't know how many. She about to go to college soon, but I bet she'll come on and hang out with me a little bit more. I don't know if she's gonna want to talk about General Hospital. We may have to talk about Beyond Gates because she does not care too much for General Hospital for the most part. Lack of Us says, "What did you think of Gio's performance?" I thought it was really good. It was good. It reminded me. There is a violinist who's a little older named Lindsay Sterling. I don't know if she's popular. I don't feel like she was popular for a small period of time, but she's the first person that I saw with the violin. They kind of incorporated dance into it. She was on Dance with the Stars, but I feel like when she was on Dance with the Stars, it was towards like the end of her popularity. Before that, I just used to like watch her YouTube videos. There's a YouTube video on it's Lindsay Sterling and it's called Crystallize, and that was the first thing I saw of her. And she's like out in on the ice and snow and playing the violin and dancing, getting all into it. That's what it reminded me of. But it was really good. The best performance. Now I don't know if that's saying much considering what the competition was on the nurses ball, but yeah, I'd say easily the best performance. I wouldn't even know who to say the second best performance would be because they almost made me miss Matt with his puppet. That's only the old people don't want to talk about. Mac used to do was it Mr. Marbles? He had a it's not a puppet. What is it called when you put a dummy where you put your hand up and make it talk and ventriloquist? That's what it was. He used to do that and it was so stupid, but I almost missed it this time. And I missed the magic wands. I was looking forward to that. Um, oh, Cat Lady, Jill, Cat Lady Jones, guys. If you don't know, Cat Lady has a new channel. This is Catwoman, Cat Lady. It say Cat Lady right there, so I'm gonna have to make myself say Catwoman because I want to. Thank you for coming in, Catwoman. I'm so sorry about your channel. I don't know if I should. If it's okay for me to spread your business or not, but just so I can tell you face to face, so to speak. I'm so sorry, but I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're building it back up. Albert is. Oh, look at that! Not Catwoman and Albert coming in at the same time as a couple. Oh, y'all so sweet. Hi, Albert. I'm glad you came in. See, you had to block someone. Yeah, they wasn't being mean, but it was just annoying. He was talking about talking about my wig. And I think it was like supposed to like embarrass me, but I played it off. But then he just like kept going. I was like, no, I want to have fun. Mass Bell said, I low key think if Drew looked at Nina the right way, she would still get with Drew. When they have those scenes where they're face to face and she's so angry and he's all condescending and snide, it do look like that because that's how they was looking at each other the first time and the second time. And you know what? I wonder if Maxie is gonna be the one to accidentally tell that truth. Because I was trying to think of how it could come out. Because Nina don't really everything else, someone overhears, but Nina don't really talk about that no more with anybody. And I was like, who even knows? I was like, oh yeah, Maxie knows, but Maxie wanted to nurse his ball. Mm. Catwoman says new name to Keisha is Catwoman. Yes, I know it's probably like a delay in the chat. I did see your email. I responded to it. Yeah, it sucks, but I am happy that you're here. But I don't what I don't know what your name is. I thought it was Angelique and this say Jill, and I'm like, do you have a lot of aliases like Leslie or Data? That's funny. Now it's not funny what happened to your channel, but I'm just being silly. I'm glad that you're here with your love, Albert, who says, love my cat lady. She's been going through it. Yeah, I at least know a little bit of it, Albert. Add me back to the mod. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'll click on it. Did that do it? No. Maybe I didn't know which one to click. Let me do the other one because you're supposed to turn blue. No, I did it again. God damn it. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, remove and add. I gotta wait for that box to disappear and do that. You still didn't turn blue. I did it, Catwoman. I don't know if maybe it takes a minute to show up, but we'll keep an eye on it. But I clicked the first one I clicked on because I can remember. I don't remember those options before. I thought it was just one type of moderator, but this time it gave me two: standard and managing. At first I clicked standard, and then when you didn't turn blue, I removed it and went back and made it managing. So hopefully that'll pop up. But thank you for saying that so I could do it. I wouldn't ask you unless you were willing to volunteer tribute. Thank you. Bus says, how done are you with Lulu? Put that bitch back to sleep. I don't give a fuck if it's some chloroform so she can go night night. I like I just wonder every time Lulu is in a scene, I look at her and just wonder how much fucking money out of the GH budget they wasting on her. Why are we doing this? I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed with Lulu. I'm disappointed with Lucky. I'm disappointed with GH for wasting bringing the Spencer family home back for this bullshit. I don't know whose idea it was, and you can't convince me. I mean, I guess, but I don't understand how someone can have the idea for these stories that they have for Lucky and for Lulu and be like, "Ooh, these are good stories. Let's bring them back." Why? Why can we not keep Sam? I don't mean to make everything about Sam, but I miss her so much. And every time I see Lulu acting running around like she's a private detective, I just miss Sam because she was a real private detective, and she's alive because Lulu is only alive because of Sam, and I hate that shit. And she also reminds me that they got rid of Cyrus, who was actually a good villain for Sidwell. That's why, and this is why my daughter don't watch General Hospital that much with me. She watch it, but she just in the room. She's not really watching it. Versus Beyond the Gates, like We're watching it together. We're pausing the TV if one of us has to leave the room, taking it all in. Math Bell said, yes, we can talk about Beyond Engaged. Ask your daughter if she agreed with Eva lying for her mother. No. We were both like, tell the truth. Yeah, and because Eva lets Leslie manipulate her so easily. And I get it, she her mama, so she know how to push her buttons, but like Eva was not an accessory after the fact. She made herself an accessory after. She didn't become an accessory after the fact because Leslie told her what happened. She became an accessory after the fact because she didn't tell Jacob when he asked her point blank. Like she could have got a deal, but I know we got to drag the story out for whatever reason. Is look at so many people hate Leslie. I just don't want a who done it. And if it is a who done, you know what? Change my mind. I would take a who done it with Leslie if Leslie is the who done it. If Leslie fake it up to like she died and she's still alive and she set them up as suspects or something. That's some shit I would watch, and I think that's something Leslie would do. But I just don't want Leslie to die because as crazy as she is, I love watching her. When they had that, I love her montage. When they had that montage of her in the mirror talking to herself, yeah, I was like, like, I don't even know how you that crazy. Oh, but it was so much fun. Now I'm worried about Nicole. She gonna end up tied up to a chair somewhere. Catwoman says, "Yeah, Albert, because I got bad news about my John hours today too. Hate this month." Okay, that's a special message for Albert because I don't really understand it, but I'm sorry for whatever it is. John hours. I'm trying to figure out, but it's not my business. But I am so sorry. It hurts when it's like not just one thing. You know, you're a strong person and you feel like I can handle this, I can handle that. But then when it's shit on top of shit on top of shit, it becomes hard to not crumble under the weight of it. Hmm. It sucks. Albert says, "Oh wow, sorry, cat lady." Gaming hacker says, "Hi, hi, gaming hacker." When I hear gaming hacker, I think of Hardison from Leverage. But thank you for coming by. Catwoman says, "Yes, thank you. You're welcome." Catwoman to Albert says, "Yes, I was hoping to use the channel for like side. Guess not. Also, that was maybe you had a different channel. Damn, they talking to both two channels. YouTube ain't playing out here. I'm so sorry. You had a very popular. I don't know. I wasn't like watching every day, so I don't know how many you had, but I know it was thousands. I know your channel grew like exponentially. Like you had like you were on like the top of the list for so popular people. Um, Math Bell said, I thought Tracy was going to bust back into the nurse's ball and scream about Drew and Nina. That's right, they do know. That's such a nice way to tell me I'm wrong without actually coming out and saying it. Thank you, Math Bell, because I couldn't remember who else knew it. You're right, Tracy and Ned do know. Scream about Drew and Nina sleeping together because Tracy and Ned still know and are holding on to that secret for some reason. Yeah. I do. Thank you so much for reminding me. That's I think Ned wanted to go ahead and use it, and Tracy was the one that was like, "Nah, it's better leverage against Drew than Willow," or it might have been vice versa. But yes, you are 100% right. That is correct. I forgot. Oh, so maybe Tracy's gonna use that against Drew now, since Drew set her up for the ketamine. What's do we is that what Drew needed from Brad? When he was like, I just need you to do one thing for me, and then Brad handed him something, but we didn't see what it was. Was it the vial of ketamine? Is that what we're thinking? I'm still watching it, so I don't have to wait till 8 o'clock to watch it. On Hulu, I'm watching it on YouTube, and you can never really tell exactly what you're seeing on YouTube. But then I go back and watch clips of like the good scenes. But that's what I'm assuming. Which I don't know. I ain't mad at Brad. He got his money. I just hope we get to see him again at some point. And I don't want him to get in trouble for this shit. And that's all on Nina and Portia's dumbasses. Catwoman said, I didn't know how to get my YouTube back with my real name, so I had to make a new email. Oh, that sucks. But that makes sense. I miss the days where you could sign up with stuff and just put in an email. It didn't have to be a real email. It didn't have to be a real phone number. You just had to put something in. Now everything is like verified instantly. It's like, damn, what if I want to? Do some adventurous stuff or whatever. It make it so hard. But I get it for like people that were doing like nefarious shit, but still. Oh, it's blue. Yay. I was like, what are you talking about? Got it here. Catwoman says, got it. Yes, I'm here. Yes. You are here and you are blue and you have a wrench. Yay. Catwoman says, yes, I'm so mad at Lulu. So mad at Lulu. You know damn well when Carly is the voice of reason, something is wrong. But Carly's like, she knew it. She don't live through this shit. How many secrets has Carly blown up? And how many secrets has Carly had blown up to her? Catwoman's like, Gio was so good. And man, why did I cry? I got you. Oh, wow. I ain't cried, but it was I felt for him. That's the most I felt for him since we seen him. Like I haven't really cared too much for his existence at all. But it was pretty heartbreaking. Albert says, "Well, I'm heading to bed. Have a good night, Nikisha and everyone. Good night, Albert. Thank you for coming in. I know you have an early morning. Especially Albert says, have a good night, my gorgeous queen cat lady with a heart, because you have his heart." Catwoman said, Sidwell and Jordan look so weird. Sidwell just look weird. I I don't forgive General Hospital for taking Jordan's son and giving her a man and then taking the man away. But when Isaiah was talking to Jordan, he was like, "You should be my date tonight, girl." I was like, "Yes, yes, I should be." And then I was like, "Oh wait, he's talking to Jordan, not me." I was picking out my gown and everything. Like, we can do that, Isaiah. Even the way he said it was just so smooth. You know, when a guy had that confidence where it's like they not asking you, they kind of telling you, but it's okay. That's how that made me feel. I can talk a little spicy right now. My daughter's in the shower, y'all. But she'll be back in a little bit on her computer. Catwoman says goodnight, Albert. Oh, that's right. And glasses. Cheers. Now look how much wine I put in my glass. Mansfield said, "Are you happy with the new Ted since you couldn't stand the old one?" And some scenes, I'm gonna give him more time. I'm gonna give him more time because I didn't like the old Ted. I wanted a new Ted, but he's not exactly what I think I would have selected. But I know it's early, so I'm giving him a chance. And I do like the way he approaches the role. Like he has a humility about him, where it's like the other Ted was like, "Yeah, I fucked up, but let's move on." This new Ted is more like, "I was wrong. I'm so sorry." Like I like a repentant man when they fuck up. So I appreciate his tone, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little something missing. I just don't know what it is. And maybe it's once him if him and Nicole reconcile, then maybe I'll see like some heat between them, or he'll have some heat with someone else. I like the way Eva looks when he's nice to her. It's nice to see her like genuinely happy. But that shit gonna get blown up when they find out she knew what Lord Leslie did. Ugh, I'm stuttering, y'all. What do you think, Matt Bell? Mathbell said Leslie in the mirror reminds me of the Queen. Yes, the witch from Sleeping Beauty talking to herself in the mirror. Yes, I was thinking Snow White, but same concept. Like Magic Mirror on who's the fairest of them all. Michael Bus says, I'm ready for a new Michael, but was hoping for more of a dramatic entrance. Unless I missed it, the only thing was him being on the plane. Oh, Michael Bus, I think you may have missed you probably weren't watching Nurses Ball. But the last performance of the Nurses Ball was the kids. It was Georgie in the center, Scout. It was good to see Scout. I thought they forgot she existed. Okay, James, two other kids. What are the other two kids? Was Scout, Georgie, James? Ah, shit, I can't remember. We ain't even got that many kids, but I feel like it was five because I remember Georgie was the tallest. She was in the middle. I act like I ain't got the internet right here, but it's not. It doesn't matter because they sounded horrible as hell. They sounded so bad. In my notes for that performance, all I wrote was It's a shame they set up them kids like that because they too young to know how bad they suck. But they was saying Jackson 5 song. Anyway, right at the end, oh Wiley, damn, that's the whole reason I started talking about this. Wiley was one of the kids. And Michael, at the end of their performance, that's when Michael came into the nurses' ball, and they had showed like the kids was on the stage singing, and Wiley was singing, And he said, Dad. And everybody's like, Dad, Dad. And then Michael came in. Michael came in and scooped him up and said, hey, buddy, let's go home. And looked at Willow like she was dead to him or something. So it still could have been better, but it was nice to have the collective gasp from the audience and see all the shocked faces. Like Jocelyn was shaking her head, no. I don't know who the fuck she was saying no to. Sonny was looking at Carly like, did you know he was gonna be here? And Carly was like, what the fuck? So I think Jason must have been the one to let Michael know what was going on, what Carly was up to. What gets me is how he don't have a scratch on his face. He don't got a scratch, a scab, a wound, or nothing. I was like, damn, them doctors in Germany is good. Like you can at least have a bandage or something. Like, are the bandages on the rest of his body? Because he wasn't walking like he was in no pain. They say he was done burned on like 80% of his body, right? You burned over 80% of your body and your face is fine. Did he have reconstructive surgery? Maybe they're gonna actually use that in the storyline to explain why he looks different. But then if he looks that different, how everybody knew who he was? Because if he ain't look like Michael, I would imagine Willow would have been like, "Get the fuck away from my son." It would have been like a kidnapping. I'm probably thinking too deep into it as well. Let that go. I just hope he's good. I love Michael so much as a character. I really like Chad. Um, Catwoman said, "Yes, I just made over 7,000 subs, and my number one short had ooh, that's a lot of zeros. Um, ooh, that's 100,000. I had to say you zero 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 comma to figure out that number. I just hit over, or is it a million? Let me see. Zero zero zero. Yeah, over 100,000 views. Shaking my head. I did a welcome home Michael video on YouTube. Thinks it's a fake page, a scam. I don't even understand that. Like you were like an AI something. There's so many AI channels out here. Not that I'm a fan, but I watch a lot of movie recap videos and stuff, TV show recaps that I would never watch the show, but the recaps are fun. But a lot of them is well, I was gonna ask if you like contested, but I'm sure you if you could you would. I'm so sorry. I know that was a drop to go from the happiness of how much you have built your channel up to seeing that the numbers go up on that particular short and then have it just gone. I'm so sorry. There was I don't know what the way it is, what way it is to support you through that other than what? I didn't find your channel. This is what I put in your email. Um, I searched for you, but your name wasn't showing up. I wonder if I can just subscribe to you from here, guys. I'm gonna see if I can. Maybe channel activity. Oh no, that's just gonna be just my channel. Oh wait, yeah, I don't know. It won't let me click on you to subscribe to you. Oh no, I do not want to put you in timeout. I made that mistake before. Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Maybe if you comment on something, it'll let me click on your name and find your page by the end. But I typed in your name and you're not coming up in my search history. Maybe because it's a newer channel, but I do want to subscribe to you and everybody in here. You guys, we know and love Catwoman. We have to find her channel, subscribe to her, so we can help build those numbers back up. Mm, yes. All right. That's what Drew had his hand talk about. Is a vitamin. Okay. I don't think I saw that scene on YouTube. Then sometimes they'll take out like 5 minutes of the show. Was that the same the night of the nurse's ball? He had it in his hand. Then was he talking to Willow? Is that something that's gonna be able to? So will Willow be able to figure out what Drew did if she's smart enough to put the pieces together? Math Bell said, "I'm not sure what Drew got from Brad because I don't watch the full episodes, and you are wise for that because you can't get that 38 minutes of your life back. Um, it's getting better now, but it's I spend more time fussing at the TV than I do like enjoying the show. And I don't always want to compare it to Beyond and Gates, but like those are the two I watch. Oh, my earbuds was falling out. I hope I didn't turn the volume down. I don't know. You guys let me know if all of a sudden you can't hear me. I'm sorry. I felt like it was sliding. Um, Mathbell said, I think Nina is stupid to go against Carly because Carly knows Nina hired the escort and dropped it on Drillo at any point, and she can reveal to them that Nina was working with her to break them up. Yeah, you're right. Nina ain't the brightest. And I saw like in other comment sections, people were talking about Carly and Willow. I'm not Carly and Willow. Carly and Nuna, what the fuck? And Nina, and how it was an epic fight. I didn't feel like it was the epic. I felt like it was disappointing. Like at first of all, it was stupid what they was fighting over. They should have been fall after Nixon falls. And people saying Nina won. Nina's face was like red. Carly didn't have a mark on her, so I don't know how they classify that as winning. But either way, I was disappointed in the fight. The fight. I need more. I don't think we'll ever get more. And then also on General Hospital's page, I don't remember if it was Facebook or YouTube, but on somewhere General Hospital's like official page, they had shared a gratitude to the stunt doubles. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You tell me you need stunt doubles for that? Huh? That's crazy. They barely did anything. I know that the ladies are older now. I'm older too, but I feel like I can do what they did. Toss me an extra couple of dollars. You don't need to hire no whole stunt double. For stunt doubles, they should have been fighting. Somebody should have went through some glass in a pool, broke a table, something bloody. Little DJ plays YT said, "I'm new. I like the YouTube and I liked and subscribe." Oh, thank you, little DJ plays YT. I'm thinking of YouTube, so little DJ plays YouTube. Yay for you! Thank you for coming in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that, and for saying hi. You're so beautiful. Bless your heart. I appreciate you very much. It's very sweet of you to say. Um, you knew this is just a live. We hang out. It's a small group of us talking about the TV shows that we watch, mainly soap operas is what we're talking about tonight. I don't know tonight if you're familiar with General Hospital or Beyond the Gates. Sometimes we talk about other shows too. If you just let us know what you're watching, maybe I'm watching it. I'm also watching the studio on Apple TV. They just had their finale. I watching Last of Us. What else am I watching? I don't know. Strike my memory. Catwoman says hi to Lil DJ. He says hi to Catwoman back. Laco Bus says Anita's ex group member was so jealous of her. She stuck to her. She stuck in her glory days, like she was flirting with Vernon and shit. Right? I was like, girl, that's dangerous, Anita. Don't play with Anita. I'm waiting to see how Sharon and the other ex group member going out. Yeah. Oh shit! I thought it was just three. Oh no, you said Sharon is the other. I thought you were saying Sharon. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm excited too. I want to see who Sharon is, how she gonna act. 'Cause she hung up the phone on her already. Thank you, Catwoman. I see you just did some moderation stuff. I appreciate you. I see what it was. Thank you. Catwoman says this new voice though, shaking my head, not working nor his size. Yeah, and his jackets, his like blazer, he do look small. Like his neck looked kind of thin, and he looked small, like he got on his daddy's jacket. Yeah, I noticed that too. I like a little more, little girth to him would be better. Trick Shots 212. Hi, Trick Shots 2112. Say hello. Thank you for being here. I know you're a new person as well. Welcome to the chat. We talk about shows we like, just chit chatting. If you have a show that you watch that you want to see if we all watch too, we can talk about it. You just comment below. But thank you for coming by either way. Math Bell said, I do think New Ted is a better actor, but the slight change in height and size is throwing me. Cat is practically taller than him now. I miss the charm of old Ted. Yeah, I wouldn't call it charm, but I've noticed his actions as well. His and it's crazy because I feel like what I missed might be what I was hating on him for, like his presence. This actor doesn't have as much. He's not as big. But I didn't like that from old Ted. It's like, oh, I'm a hypocrite. Thank you again, Catwoman. Um, Catwoman saying hi to Tricks. Mathfield said, "You're right. Ooh, what did I do? Mathfield said, "You're right. I meant Snow White, not Sleeping Beauty. You know, all these Disney ones had the evil queen, so it could have been Maleficent. That would have been fine. But yeah. I mean, I feel like Sleeping Beauty. Wait, Maleficent was the one from Sleeping Beauty, but yeah, I know a lot of them got evil queens. All the fairy tales with their evil queens, evil stepmother. Cinderella got the evil stepmother, who was in essence the evil queen, right? Matt Bell said, "Oh man, Catwoman, can you appeal YouTube's decision and get your channel back? That would be lovely. You put so much work, and like I can't even imagine. Well, I know I haven't. Actually, I feel like I have been around for since you started your channel, so like that was pretty fast, but a lot of work at the same time. So like if you could get it back, that would be lovely." Laco Bus says, "No, I seen Michael when Wiley said his name, but they usually build up to the revelation." Yeah, I think that was their build. The plane was, like you said, that was the lackluster build up we got. I was looking at the speaking of lackluster, the nurses ball, like as they panned out into the audience, I was like, maybe we shouldn't get these shots of the whole audience because it was like 20 people in that room. I miss the days where when they had the ball, it was like a real ball, and they had like extras in the background, so it was like the room was full. And it reminded me of Beyond the Gates when they had their fashion show. And I was like, damn, everybody at the fashion show is a Dupree. It's not a lot of people here. And I was like, damn, that's how the nurses ball is looking. Catwoman said, I keep trying, man. Phil. I hope so. Oh, yay. Okay, let us know if it's something we can do. I don't know if we can like report something or comment on something. But I know you have a lot of fans who would love to have you back on your actual channel, the one that you work so hard for. But I also think that those same people will support you on your new channel. Calvin said Michael got better treatment than Ava, right? No bandages, nothing. Like, damn, it's crazy. Calvin said, I miss my sub. I can't I would say I know, but I can't I can only imagine. Like I can have empathy, but not the sympathy, because I can't relate. I can't imagine. It's so frustrating. I've seen it happen to oh I remember Lanikia happened to her, but she had a backup channel, but she gave up it from what it looks like she gave up YouTube altogether. And DC, I think it happened to him, but I don't think he had as many as you. Like I don't nowhere near that at all before he rebuilt his second channel. It's taken him a while, but he's gotten back. He's at 1,000. I think he just got to 1,000, which is great. I'm not no shade. Um, I didn't know there's a difference between 1,000 and 7,000, and like I got like 150 or something like that. So I'd probably be curled up in a ball crying or on YouTube drinking and cussing. Keep forgetting I got my drink. Mathville said, I was wondering too if Michael got reconstruction surgery because Sonny, Carly, and Josh were looking at him like they didn't know who he was. Maybe that explains their faces. But Wiley sure knew his dad, so I guess not, right? Like, it's so confusing. Mathville said, I hope so too. Catwoman, she can get our channel back. Maybe I have to upload first. I'll check. Oh, so we can see you. Yes, that might be a Catwoman, so we can see your channel. I'm gonna take a picture of that handle. Catwoman. Got it. So guys, you can take note of Catwoman's new handle. It's at Jill Jones D1H. And said yes, they sure did. All they did was roll over a sofa. Oh, Cardi, man, right? That was so boring. I was so hyped for that. And for what it was over. Like they could have fought over much serious stuff. Um, that fight was not long enough, bro. It really won't. Lackobus says, yeah, the Carly Nina cat fight was lackluster, but you know they don't have a big budget for that kind of stuff anymore. I don't need a big budget to fight. I can go out here and find you two girls right now who will fight for free. I just I want it so bad, but I know you're right. They do. It takes more in work going into like choreographing it and things like that, so that people don't actually get hurt. I know. I still don't like it. Oh my gosh. My voice is dropping. As long as I don't start coughing. I'm not sick right now, but I don't know. I work with kids, and I've been working with babies, like little babies, and I love them so much because they you just like poke their belly, they start laughing at you. It's so sweet. But like the germs, man, the germs. Um, Friday, one of oh, I shouldn't talk about specific details. Let's just say there are little germs and stuff going around. I feel like my immune system is crap. But I take my elderberry, I take my vitamin C. Just like I'm like always on the verge of being sick. Masbell said, "What do you think Anita's new secret is? Seems like someone died, maybe. Was there a fourth member, a fourth group mate?" Sharon mentioned that Anita left after it happened when they all needed each other. Yeah, I was going back and forth in my mind. At first, okay, I'm thinking maybe there was like a sexual assault, like the guy, I forgot his name, Dante maybe, but the guy they keep talking about. That maybe he assaulted one or more of them. It seemed like whatever happened didn't just happen to Anita. Maybe he was assaulting all of them, and maybe there was a big pregnancy. Um, and then I was trying to figure out like who the child could be. And I just this is also properties they don't have ages; they have age ranges, and then it made me wonder if like the secret baby was Leslie. And she would be a Dupree, but then I started thinking about all the ways that would impact the other stories, and I don't know that I want that. What do you think? I haven't seen any comments about that in other spaces, so I'm curious. I don't know what the thought process is. What do you guys think, Scott? Do you think it could be like a secret child, or did Anita kill somebody? Like, did they kill the dude that was assaulting them, and they need each other to cover it up? Ooh, 3 years. Oh my gosh, 3 years. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years. I mean, I believe you. It's just like time is so weird ever since COVID for me. Like I'll think about a time period and feel like it was so long, but then also so short. Like I mean, we I've known you 3 years, and it's like crazy because 3 years sound like a long time, but it hasn't felt like a long time. But that's 3 years for building up a channel is a lot of work, and I know because I've seen like the content and I saw like your different formats and how you evolved and different things you were doing, and to be at a point where like I'm sure you consider yourself successful. I did from the outside look at it as successful to me. That I would just yank back. It sucks. Calvin, for a minute, I thought Anita's secret was another child, not a Dupree. Ooh. So yeah, that would track with what I said too. A child that's not Vernon's child. That would make them not a Dupree. Do you think it would be somebody that we already know on the show, or they would bring in a new person? I'm okay with either. Man, Danny and Anita did keep telling Leslie she could never be a Dupree. Well, they told Eva she could never be a Dupree. I don't know. I need a timeline so I can guess some accurate type of guesses. I need to know when the group broke up, when she left. I need to know everybody's ages down to the year and the month. Mathabel said, "So I've had a wondering and wanted to pick your GH brain since I've only been watching for a few years. Why did Laura and Luke divorce? Tracy and Luke were together for a while, right? And Kevin and Laura. Yeah, Kevin and Laura been together. I can't tell you exactly how long, because it kind of blurs together because I've been watching my whole life. Kevin and Laura have been married for a while. They had like they were never divorced, but they were separated for a while back. If you watch Roku, you may have seen times when they were apart because it was overlap with Ryan was alive and Kevin knew, but didn't tell anybody, so nobody knew that Ryan took over Kevin's life. He shot him up with some drugs and was impersonating him when he was with Ava. He killed Kiki. All that storyline that couldn't have happened. Wouldn't have happened if Kevin had told everybody that Ron was still alive. They would have known to notice the differences. All right, Tracy and Luke, they were together. They were married. It started off as a con. Even though Luke kind of liked Tracy, he liked the spiciness of her, but it was about the money. And can't nobody convince me of different. It was about the money. Um, I believe they did a whole prenup storyline, and Luke didn't want to sign a prenup, but Tracy was like, "I know it's about the money. You got to sign a prenup." They went back and forth for a while, but ultimately they were happy and together when they like wrote them off as their happily ever after. And well, no, they didn't. It wasn't together in Amsterdam. Luke was in Amsterdam, and Tracy went there, and Luke happened to just be in the cafe or whatever, and then they were together like off camera. Whew, Laura and Luke divorced. Ow, woo, child. I cannot remember. The real question is why they ever got married. Um, they were to. Oh my gosh, I don't even know like what the most concise version of the story is. You guys comment. You add to it if you feel like I'm saying something wrong, or you can say it better. I don't. I'm trying to think of why they divorced. It might have been over Nicholas when he found out about Nicholas, because they were on and off again too. But they were the super couple. They had an epic love story, and they would write them off of the show because Anthony Geary always wanted like time off. Like Laura has her breaks now every year. He wanted time off, so he was involved with like the mob and the mafia and the big bad gangster like opposed that he worked for a guy named Frank, a guy named Frank Smith is who Luke was working for when he was younger. And I don't remember what happened, but Frank wanted to kill Luke after Luke witnessed something or stole something. I don't know. So they were on the run from Frank Smith, and they would pop back up. This is when Lucky came on the show when he was actually like a younger guy, like 14 or some years old. Oh my earbud. Sorry if you guys can hear me. I hope it's okay. Um, yeah, Frank Smith. So then ultimately Luke killed Frank Smith. And that's why Sonny has his business. Sonny took the business after Frank Smith died. So not Lucky. Sonny and Luke were like bonded over that. And I wish that would have come up when Laura and Luke, not Laura, Luke, Lori, oh, Laura and Sonny were at odds when he beat up Cyrus in the church. Before they made peace and they're back to being besties, is that like Luke and Laura are the reason Sonny even have his business. And then there was Damian Smith, who was his son, who wanted revenge. He had an entanglement with Lucky. But am I not answering your question? Why did they divorce? I don't remember. I don't remember because Luke was a shit show. But I feel like it may have been after Nicholas came back because Laura kept a secret about having a secret baby. But it also could have been when Lucky found out what Luke did to Laura. I can't remember like the actual storyline where they broke up. He was also an alcoholic. I don't know, guys. Y'all tell me. I can't remember. Thank you for asking me. Though. I'm honored that you thought I would know. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I don't know. It's so weird what we remember and what we don't remember. Catwoman said, "Oh, how I cried. Got that out, but I better not stay in the vibes." Wait, hold on. Catwoman said, "LOL. Oh, how I did cry. Got that out, but I better not stay in that vibes." Right? That's what they said. Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay to grieve too. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to tell you you should still be crying, but I don't know. People like to rush grief. I'm like, grieve how you grieve. You're ready to move on when you feel like you're ready to move on. Calvin says yes, because Luke was with Tracy and Laura was trying to catch up with life and the kids. Yeah. I just don't know how long it's been. I still can't believe they actually killed Luke. Like I knew Anthony Geary, they won't bring him back to General Hospital because one, Anthony Geary didn't want to come back to General Hospital. Two, they don't want to talk about the glorified rape storyline. But to just kill him off camera is crazy, and that, like it actually be real. Like Luke was really dead. That's crazy. Kevin came later when Luke left, and then they had it was like a triangle because Kevin was bouncing back and forth between. Well, no, that was yeah, maybe it was like a square because you had Laura and you had Lucy and you had Kevin and you had Scott. And Bobby was in there sometimes too. It was a whole mess. Calvin says, as long as it's not Randy Carlton. I gotta Google who that is. Randy Carlton. Randy Carlton. I feel like I'm so old. It's taking so long. Oh, okay, I'm getting a bunch of pictures of different people. Let's do. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I'm still not sure I understand. Kevin, I'm sorry. Calvin said yes, and Sonny saved Luke from Frank Smith. Yeah, I don't remember that, but that makes sense in the story. From my fan on this wine getting me hot. It might be a hot flash coming. We'll see. If sweat pouring off me in 2 minutes, y'all know that's what it is. Lack of budget. Yeah, I think I like and no divorce because he wouldn't stop drinking after he thought he killed Jake. I believe. Yeah. That's one of the storylines with Luke that I actually enjoyed, the whole intervention. And he was like, nah, yes, I'm an alcoholic, but I ain't killed a kid. You shouldn't have been in the road. Make me a drink. I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but I was laughing. But it was also very impactful. But it was Luke being true to character. That's what made me nervous when Jonathan Jackson did an interview and he said that he thought this version of Lucky when he came back he was gonna be more like Luke than he ever had been. I was like, oh, that's not good. And I can't say he is like Lou. He just, I don't know, he working a bar, providing alibis for attempted murder, covering shit up. I like Hudson West. I like the actor that plays Jake, but that's one of the storylines I can't believe General Hospital undid. They put so much effort into Luke having killed him, and like all the way that story branched out. And I was like very emotional, but I can't believe they undid that. And I don't think it was intentional. Like they didn't think, oh, we're gonna bring Jake back from the dead. I think that was just a byproduct that they once they brought Nail on to be the secret donor for Joss, they were like, oh shit, Jake. Even Robin was in that story. Like it was peak GH. Well, I don't know. We've had a few peaks, but it was better than it is now. Michael says I don't remember either. Mathfield said thanks for all the explanations. I've wanted to know recently because I didn't know until recently that Tracy and Lulu were so close back in the day. I was wondering why they broke up Luke and Laura. Yeah, she was her stepmother. She was also Lulu was dating Tracy's youngest son. She has a younger son named Dylan. I don't know if you ever watched Bold and the Beautiful, but the actor that plays Liam that nobody likes, he played Dylan on General Hospital many years ago. That's where I was introduced to him from. And I don't know, Lulu was basically obsessed with Dylan. Dylan was with Georgie, Maxie's sister, younger sister, and they were a sweet couple. And who was it? Maxie, not Maxie, Lulu and maybe Diego. Somebody wanted to help like break them up, and Lulu got pregnant. And that's why when Lulu and Brooklyn was arguing, and Brooklyn saying, you're not understanding the choices that I made. That's what I wanted Brooklyn to say back in her face. Like, just because you kill your baby, I know that's crass, y'all. I wouldn't say that in real life to anybody. I'm not saying I necessarily look at abortion that way. I think it's a very complicated issue. But for the sake of the drama and the soap opera, that's what I wanted Brooklyn to say. I want to be like, you killed your baby. I gave mine up. Why? How am I the wrong one? Again, no judgment in real life, but for the show. Lulu acting like she all innocent. Girl. And I'm not saying she was wrong. She was 16. She was 16. What's she gonna do with a baby? But like Luke actually supported her. It was a good story too. I missed that Lulu. Oh, Calvin Randy Carlton. Okay. Those are two other people. I was saying Randy and Carlton together. I literally Googled look, I don't know if you can see. It's a Randy Carlton actor. I was trying to figure out who you was talking about. You talking about two different people from Beyond the Gates. Um, Anita didn't have a baby by Randy, Joey's employee, Doug's friend, or Carlton. Is Carlton the cop? Carlton. Savannah, who was Carlton Beyond Gates? You know who that is?
Carl?
Who is Carl? Carl? Are
Is that
you
what you said?
Carlton? Do you know who that is? I'm
No.
trying to picture. All right, I'm gonna Google that. Carlton Beyond Gates.
Ted Richardson's professional partner.
Oh,
I don't know who that is though.
I'm gonna hit images so I can see his face. Oh, the guy who let Eva out the closet. He was alright. He was pretty handsome. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to be either one of them either. I do want Randy to have more of a role though. Thank you, Catwin, for explaining. I didn't know what was going on. Math Bell said, and yes, I did watch on Roku about the Kevin, Laura, Ryan, Ava stuff from 2019. Watching that made me appreciate John Gentram on Beyond the Gates. He's so talented. Amen to that. He is so good. He's so good at being crazy. Like if you just watch Kevin on General Hospital, it's just like very bland. But when you see what he can do as Ryan, that man is so talented. It's so funny. The way that he acts as Ryan and Joey, it reminds me of Leslie on Beyond the Gates too, because they crazy as hell, but like so funny. So funny. Like he's still so charming. I don't feel like he's sexy like Vanessa into him, but it's funny to watch. Catwoman said yes, Laura went into that zombie stage a second time and Luke ended up with Tracy during that time. Yeah, I forgot. Laura have her freaking I'm crazy breaks and like I shouldn't make fun of that. I was about to do an impersonation. I'm not gonna do that. Not okay. But she was like catatonic. Like completely catatonic. Yeah, that was a wild storyline. There was so often where we would see Laura in the whatever medical facility, and you would just see like it's just not even a person. It's just like a blonde wig on the stand in the chair. What a time. Double C is here. Hey, Double C. Double C, have you been in my stream before? I feel like I always see your other people's stream. Thank you for coming. Yay. You make me feel popular. I'm glad you're here. We're just talking about the stories, the soaps. Catwoman said, I want to know where is that book Helena gave Jake when he returned? Ooh, that's a good question. I would love if we could pick up on some of those storylines. Anything like, well, I won't say anything Cassadon related because there have been some flukes. Ha! Flukes, get it? There, but I do miss Helena and I do miss like how evil they were. That's why when you got Sidwell as the villain, I can't take you seriously. It's like I grew up watching real bad people. And Helena was right up there with the worst of the worst. Catwoman and Double C said hi to each other. Double C said Lulu back then was Carly 2.0 before Jocelyn was. I'll give you that, yep. But I liked her then. I liked her then, even though she was annoying and a little self-righteous. I don't know what it was about the way Julie portrayed her, but I enjoy watching her. I have never enjoyed I didn't enjoy Emmy playing her and this one, oh my God. I liked her on All My Children as Babe. But I really wish she would go back to sleep. Somebody hit this bitch over the head. Every time somebody be in a car, be like, "Can you hit Lulu? Can we run Lulu over, please?" Matthew said, "Wait, did Lulu and Dylan date while they were stepbrother and sister?" I think it was before, but I could be wrong. Stranger things have happened, but I feel like it was before. I don't know, guys. Y'all help me out. Remember, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't remember that being like a storyline. He said that's like Brooklyn and Dante now, LOL. But I guess they weren't step siblings when they hooked up. No, I still hate that that even happened. Gio's performance at Nurses Ball, like his breakdown was good. I'm interested to see how this story impacts him, but I still wish they didn't happen because I can't look at Dante the same. And now to know Dante about to be all self righteous and talk shit to Brooklyn for lying to him, for Cody for lying to him, never knowing he had a baby when he lied to Lulu. And again, I don't give a fuck about Lulu, but for Lulu to be mad, this storyline they could have made it more believable if Lulu was mad because Dante lied to her and she wanted to expose some shit just for revenge. Instead of being all like Dante deserves to know that he has a son, I still love you. You just found out this man lied to you every day that y'all was together. You kept his secret about him being a cop. You went against Carly and Sonny, had his back, and he lied to you. Every time he talked about Brooklyn or was jealous of Brooklyn, he was like, no, you're crazy. It's nothing. We were just kids. We grew up in the same neighborhood. It was nothing. Every time he lied to her. And she's just like, oh, but Brooklyn lied. What do you mean? It's just dumb writing. They can actually make me feel bad for Lulu, but not the way it's being written. Catwoman says they would be Anita's son. One of them said, "Thank you so." Oh Lord, if I would have took the time to think about that, I think I would have figured out the math didn't make sense. Thank you so much for breaking it down simply for me. Yes. Okay, then let me backtrack and think about that. Yeah, I don't hate that. I wouldn't hate. I wouldn't hate Randy being a Dupree. I wouldn't hate them having a son because they just got girls, right? Yeah. We might be on opposite sides of that one, but thank you for saying it because I don't think that. Well, no, I know that hadn't occurred to me, and I don't hate it. Carlton, I don't know anything about him except that he let Eve out the closet, and he's Ted's friend. I wouldn't mind that for Randy because he's all because the way he grew up like on the wrong side of the tracks. He's like into stuff. 'Cause he didn't have a choice. He didn't know he was a Dupree heir. Well, not a Dupree heir, but you'd be a Dupree stepson, and because Doug, no, okay, I don't know, but I would take it. I don't hate that. Lack of Bus says Lulu was 18 when she had the abortion, not 16. Thank you, Lack of Bus. I would have put money on 16. You offered me $100. I would have been like, no, it was 16. Thank you for correcting me because I couldn't remember. Oh, I thought I misremembered. So thank you for that. I don't know. I was trying to think if that changes my opinion, but I don't think it does. But it is good to know that she was like legally an adult, and she still didn't see herself having a baby. And again, I'm not saying she did the wrong thing, right thing. Catwoman said Lulu and Dylan were like childhood loves. Were they child? Was it kids? Am I right about Lulu? Was Lulu and Dylan together before Georgie and Dylan was together? I can't remember. I can't even remember Dylan before it was Scott Clifton. Like if we had a younger Dylan, I don't remember. I'm like racking my brain trying to like picture him, and I can't. I guess I could Google it. I don't know. I kind of like wondering sometimes, trying to make my brain work. I don't like talking to you guys. You guys can tell me. Lack of Bus says I want them to bring Nell back. I would. I was so happy to get rid of Nell back then, but I did not appreciate what we had because she was good. I would take Nell. Um, I want a really good storyline. She coming back for Wiley because they never found her body. I don't want her to come back and won't like be out to get Carly again. I don't want that. But I would take it if she came back for her son. Maybe she like had amnesia and then like remembered things different. Maybe she wasn't like a villain in her own eyes, even though Nell wasn't a villain in her own eyes. She also knew she was crazy. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe a redemption arc, not a real redemption arc, a fake redemption arc. Because I like Nell as a villain. I don't know. I don't want necessarily everyone to receive her that way as right when she came back. I would like her to have some time with Wiley and maybe him even love her before shit hits the fan. Catwoman agrees. She wants Nell to come back. She was a good villain. Crazy ass. Math Bell. So they pretty much redid Laura being in a facility with Lulu being in a coma for 4 years and us just seeing her hand for months. So, yep. pretty much. And they did it to Laura a couple of times. I know she found out. You remember this most recent storyline, more recent storyline, when Elizabeth found out she killed Finn's dead wife, and it looked like she was going crazy. We thought that was gonna be a repeat of Laura. One of the times she went catatonic and was crazy when she found out that when she was younger, she had killed her step her father's girlfriend or stepdad's girlfriend. I can't remember which one, but she found out she had killed somebody, or she had just thought she killed. I don't know. She no, I think she witnessed it. I think her dad or stepdad is actually the person who killed the person, and she just witnessed it. I don't know. It's blurry, but yeah, mental illness running their family. Double C said, "Yes, this is my first time on your live. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope you come back." Um, Like we always have like a small group, but I love it because I can read every comment and I know pretty much everyone who's in here. And I don't know you from this stream, but I know you from the other streams. So you're a cool person too. And it's been a while since I've streamed. I think I streamed last week. I used to do it like several times a week. Work is crazy and this month is crazy because both of my kids' birthdays are this month and it's cool. And it's like always something to do with work. So I'm just doing like weekly for now. But I probably come June, I'll go back to reviewing more regularly and streaming as well. That's my goal. But thank you for being here. Catwoman says, remember, Victor came back this time saying it was a threat coming to the family and he wanted everyone to stay together. What happened to that? That's a good question. That is a good ass question. I do remember that. I thought they was gonna do another weather machine or something crazy because I remember it was the one day they had like a hot day and it was the winter time, and I was like, oh shit. They about to, because before they was gonna like freeze Port Charles back in the day. I thought it was gonna be something like that because you know the Cassadines can control the weather. It was just a hot day. It was just hot outside. I was like, not global warming being a plot point. What are we doing? Catwoman said something like that. Math Bell. Yes, it was a crazy time. Yeah, my earbuds keep sliding. I'm going to sofa. All right, Math Bell says thank you. Catwoman says you're welcome. Catwoman says, so how fast is Curtis gonna leave Portia? How far away is Jordan? That's the question. I just hope Jordan don't fall for him, girl. I don't do it. But yeah. Uh, I don't know. I feel like Portia might need to go to jail. Like I'm not excited to have to be locking a black woman up, but Portia's stupid. Like she did some shit she could get caught for. So I don't feel for Portia. I don't like Portia. I don't care about Portia. And it's just a shame because I like the actress ever since Passions. And I wanna like the black woman character. Like I was wanna like resonate with her, but I just think she's so dumb. And she loved Curtis. Girl, how you gonna be a doctor and be so stupid? But I wonder if they are testing Portia and Isaiah. So I done wrong because I like Isaiah with Jordan, but for him to randomly hear her talking about the secret from Portia and then him from Curtis and then offering her a ear if she needed, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Mathville said, I don't like how hard Dante has been on Geo, and now he's about to switch it up because Geo is his son. It did touch my heart when Dante said that was my boy after he found out Geo was his son. Yeah, I like that scene too. Um, it's just so hard for me to give a fuck about Dante because of how dismissive he was when Lulu asked him about him in Brooklyn. Like it wasn't a big deal. Um, and he's not missing Sam enough for me. It's just I really like Dante as a man, like a male character. He was really like I put him in the same category as like Michael, like a good guy. You don't get a lot of good guys on soaps that are also charming and debonair. But I feel like they've destroyed his character for me. So I don't know. We'll see where the storyline goes. I'm excited for Gio's portrayal. Um, are you right? Yeah, Dante gonna switch it up because that's his son now. But like, it was just so poorly written that he was that upset with Gio to start with. Like, Gio tried to help. He might not be a legal child, but he's still a kid. It was just poorly written. I wish I was trying to think of what I would have did different to make his like anger warranted. And like, what if Gia was the one drinking, and we had like and I know we've talked about this kind of situation before with like Danny and Jake, or Danny and Rocco, but like somebody driving drunk and someone getting hurt, and it'd be like a repeat of the Jason and AJ storyline. So I was like, if we did that with Gio, where he was responsible for Rocco, his brother, getting hurt, that would be more enticing to me, or warrant like this anger. But I don't think they wanted to actually have Gio do something bad. But they could have had somebody drug him. It was a party. People put things in drinks. Look at Drew, but maybe they knew they were already doing a Drew drugging. That storyline was dumb. Um, Catwoman says no dealing was with Georgie first. Thank you. That's what I thought. Catwoman said right, let her come back for her son, and also learn that Nina and Willow is her blood. Yeah. Wait, I feel like Nell knows Nina is her mom, but not Willow. Wait, does she? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. Yeah, because how would Nell have known? Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm wrong. Math Bell said they did find Nell's body. Oh, damn, I'm on a roll. Wrong tonight. I love you guys. Are so knowledgeable, though. You could come here and correct me like that. I love it because I'll just be thinking I'm right. Matt Phil said they did find Nell's body. Chase identified and confirmed it was her, too. I wish they had just sent her back to prison instead of killing her off. Yeah. Well, there goes that. But it is a soap opera, so what does that mean? But I believe that it did happen, but we can't undo it. As much history as they want to rewrite, let's rewrite that one. Oh, I have a question. Would you guys rather have Esme back or Nail back? I feel like the answer is Nail, right? Obviously. But thinking of Nail makes me think of Esme. That's why I asked you a question. But especially since we don't have Spencer. Yeah. Um, will Catwoman says, will Dante really drop his hate for Gio? I hope so. I think it's gonna have to change. I think I don't know how it's gonna go. I know the immediate angst is gonna be with Brooklyn, and then Lois and Gloria, and maybe Lulu for not telling him immediately. He let Cody off the hook almost immediately. Um, I don't know how he's gonna engage with you. I do think it's gonna be less, like you said, that's his boy. I'm also interested to see how Sonny is gonna take it when if he finds out that Carly knew. They just made peace. Sonny can't stand being lied to. He do the lying. Catwoman says, wait, who lives? Uh-oh. What I said about Elizabeth. Talks about Elizabeth kind of killing, thinking she killed Finn's dead wife. I don't remember what else I said about Liz. I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys. But I like reading all the comments and then I start talking. Oh, yeah, Max Bell said how recent was is that Liz thought she killed Finn's dead wife. I hadn't watched it. Oh, gosh. Time is so hard for me. Let me. Max Bell, did you see Finn and Elizabeth together? I feel like it won't that long ago, but not that long ago. It could have been like 5 years. Let me see what I can Google for that. I want to give you an accurate answer. And she didn't actually kill her, but she like pushed her down the stairs or something. But then she got in the hospital and that's how she found out she got the infection, the Blackwood syndrome. It is a very convoluted story. Can I spell Elizabeth killed his wife? GH. Get an article or something. I want images. I don't need images. I need all. Oh, 2022. I see articles about this storyline in October 2022, November 2022. So, like 3 years ago. It was bad. I wouldn't recommend you watch it. It was really bad. Because, like, Elizabeth was, and I'm not even a huge Elizabeth fan. I don't like Elizabeth, the character, but I like Becky, the actress. And I guess I love Elizabeth as a character because I've seen her since she started the show because of how long I've been watching it, and I just appreciate her presence and respect her as part of the show. I mean, she hadn't had a story. It's like every story she had would be about the man, and so it seemed like they was finally giving Elizabeth a story. She was blacking out. She was cutting up wedding dresses and shit, burning shit down. It was like, oh shit, Elizabeth losing her mind. And so people were excited. And then all of a sudden it became Finn's perspective and that Elizabeth had killed his dead wife. Because his wife had been dead. We never even knew his wife. They cast somebody to play his dead wife for Teen Elizabeth to push her down the stairs. It was just so unnecessary, so stupid. And I feel like collectively the fans hated that. Catwoman says, "Oh yes, so Liz thought she did that as a young girl. It was the dumbest storyline ever. Facts. It's so bad, so bad. I feel like I need to switch up my earbuds from ones that fit. It's not like my ears are slippery. I don't know what's happening. Double C said, I think Nell is alive somewhere, and the remaining Dawn of Day members help her fake her death. You're right. She was with Shiloh. They got married, didn't they? I could see that. It ain't like the code just disappeared. I would take that. I would take that willingly and not like poke holes in it at all. That's a good idea, Double C. Um, Catwoman agrees with you, Double C. Oh no, I hit the mic. The mic is out. There you go. It's fixed on move. It's because they keep feeling like they gonna fall out. I'm so sorry. All right. I want to try it without my earbuds, but my phone is older, and so the mic is not great. The speaker, the sound is not great, so I'm afraid y'all won't be able to hear me. I ain't gonna touch it. If it act like it's gonna fall, I'm gonna let it fall and then put it back. Because half time I think I'm just being paranoid anyway. All right, Laco Bus said, do you think Beyond the Gates is more of an old school soap opera as far as the pace of the storylines? For example, the Ashley Derrick storyline is moving in snail mode. It reminds me of the AMC pacing of storylines. Yes, I agree with that very much, Laco Bus. I do think it's and Dolomedics, you guys, I know you guys know who Dolomedics is, but the way that he talks about this, like I agree with him word for word. It's instead of storyline driven, it's more character driven to where like we're getting to know who they are as people. And that kind of drives the storyline versus there being about this big thing that happens. And I gotta say, I was a little nervous at first. I was disappointed when it seemed like there would be build up for things on Beyond the Gates, and then it wouldn't be like boom. It would just see like how things play out. And then once Dolly said that, I had to sit back and think about it. And I think he compared it to All My Children as well. And then I was like, okay, I can see that that's different, and it's fine because I'm still enjoying getting to know the characters. Like I care about some of them. I care about Danny. I love Eva. I love Eva to death. I would adopt her, and I can be her mama. I would take care of her because Leslie ain't shit. Um, but I also care about Leslie with her crazy ass. I actually like. I'm enjoying getting to know the characters. So yes, I agree, and I'm okay with it. Oh, the earbud fell out. Can y'all hear the other earbud? Here. Hold on. I don't know if you guys hear me. I'm gonna scroll down. If you can hear me, just say yes, and then I'm gonna go back up to the last comment I missed. I'm just afraid that you can't hear me. Am I out? You good? Okay, all right. Go back. Thank you, Catwoman. Where are we? Catwoman agrees with Lack of Bus. Yes, they have the old time soaps feel. Yes. Plus they do the montages at the end, have the music playing, and we see where every different character is at. It's so classic soaps. And their intro and the pictures, the way they it's so much classic soap, but it feel like I don't know if you said vintage, but like it feels good, like the good parts of the old soap to me. I love it. It's like they give me nostalgia when it's actually the most modern soap, which is I feel like a very tricky thing to do. Matt Bell said the whole Greenland situation from 2 years ago was about Victor and his weather machine. He kidnapped Spencer and Ace and Trina on the boat. That's when Drew went to save Lisa for Willow. You right. How did I block that part out? I think I try not to think about Greenland because that's when like Willow started to fall for Drew because he saved her. And I'm like, if you want to fuck who saved you, you should be fucking Curtis. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have said that. Like I should have phrased it that way. I'm sorry, my child. Um, but yeah, that's a stupid storyline. And that's where we lost Spencer. But I did like that Trina helped save the day. And I even appreciated Curtis. He was out there ninja kicking people and shit. But they then gave all the credit to Drew. And where is Lisa, by the way? Where is Lisa? Where's Taggart? And they pissed me off at the nurse's ball when Josh was talking about how she couldn't relate to what she couldn't imagine what Gio was going through, but she understood why Trina could relate. And Trina was like, "Yeah, when I found out Curtis was my dad, I was like, oh, we not even gonna talk about Taggart at all? Not even like you can't even say his name? Damn, he was your forever dad. What happened?" Mathfield said, "I agree with how you feel about Dante. I feel the same, and it's sad." When Sam was hard on Jason as a father, it was Dante who convinced him to give him some slack. This version of Dante is so out of character. I agree. Like and it's sad because like he was a good guy. I really like Dante. When him and Sam first got together, I was like, ooh, that's too much overlap there. Like y'all share siblings. I don't. Where's Leo, by the way? Because I usually just think about Sam and Dante sharing Christina, and somebody reminded me that Leo was their brother too. I miss Leo. I like Leo. But anyway, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, Dante has changed. Yeah. And I could write it off as just grief if it wasn't for the fact that they rewrote history and now he been lying to Lulu about having sex with Brooklyn this whole time. Calhoun said yes, and it ended up being Curtis, the real hero, and Dree take can one goddamn and remember Anna took out more than him. I don't remember, but I believe you. I blocked shit out with Anna on purpose. I think it just don't stick. Um, why do I hate Anna so much? I used to like Anna. I'm trying to remember what storyline did it. I didn't like Anna with Finn together, but it was more recent than that. Oh, the Sunny shit. And Jason. First, she was with Sunny's helping her hide from Victor, all of that. And then as soon as she's safe, she's like, oh, I got to take you down because I'm the law now. And then, yeah, yeah. And then her making Google eyes at Jason. That really was like, oh, that scared me. I'm so nervous they was going to have her sleep with her daughter's ex. Nasty. Um, Cadmy says no. Nell didn't get the chance to know about Nina. It was Carly. You're right, because Avery had the necklace, and that's how he figured it out. Because Carly's a genius when it comes to necklaces and DNA. Nell over Esme Mathdale says yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, yeah, we got to pick Nell over. She's a better villain. Catwoman says, I'll take either one. Esme if Spencer comes along, but Nell for the Nina Willow Wars. Yeah. Maybe they teamed up. Maybe we can get Esme and Nell back together. There's so much alike. Not just the ponytail. Crazy. Mm. Double C said Nell just to see the look on Willow's face. Again, yes. I would love that. Speaking of Willow, I don't like her haircut. Do y'all, I thought that it was like a updo, but I looked at the screenshot and it looked like that's a haircut. It's so ugly. Not that we judging women for their appearances, but I ain't like it. Um, I was gonna say I kind of liked her dress, but only barely. I didn't really like any of the fashion from the nurses' ball. Molly, I think Molly's dress is the only one that I liked from the whole nurses' ball. It's just wow, nobody looked good. All right, I know I just ain't even kind of we talk about, but I gotta say it because I made a note of it in my notes, and I was hoping to be able to say it. I am mad. Yeah, you guys know I'm a Sam fan from the beginning. I love Sam. I still grieving Sam. If I think about it long enough, I will cry. I ain't like the Sam and Lucas, our siblings. I did not like the fact that when Lucas came over to Elizabeth to watch the nurses ball, first of all, y'all not Brad and Britt. I don't need to see y'all at home watching it. That was Brad and Britt. Only nobody could do it as well as them. Second of all, I ain't like the joke Lucas made was like, did anybody face plant? Like, did anybody fall on the red carpet? Sam was the one who fell on the red carpet. Like, why would you make a joke about that when it was Sam the one who fell and she dead? That pissed me off. I needed somewhere to say it. I'm glad I remember to say it because I would have been mad at myself if I didn't say it. Lucas, I've given you the benefit of the doubt. I'm okay with the recast. You've made me chuckle a couple of times, but that shit pissed me off. And why Elizabeth couldn't go to the ball? Cause she ain't on no drugs. She said she on medication she could drink. Like she in a cast. You can't crutches. You can't go in a wheelchair. It's the nurse's ball. You are head nurse. You can't show up. You not on house arrest. You not on bed rest. I think that's I think I got that on my system. All right, wait. Um, Catwoman agrees with Double C. Lackobus says, I never cared for Dante after he got Michael sent to prison. He did get him out. He did get him a few weeks. He did get him, I think, out a few weeks after that. But he acted so self-righteous about the law. He's always been born. Yeah, I didn't like him then. I didn't like him when Sonny, you shot your own son. I didn't like that. I didn't like the undercover. I didn't like him. He was pretending to be Brenda's baby daddy. It took really what helped me like Dante was his relationship with Sam. Oh, don't touch it. But I was about to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Blackoba says I like Rocco more than Dante or Lulu. I agree with you. Catwoman said yes. Me too. Been watching Liz since she came. Oh, a dang time. Yeah, when she was Liz was a bad girl. She smoked cigarettes. Um, she said she was going to the prom with people she didn't even know, and then she got attacked. And then it was like, oh, felt very bad for Liz. Um, yeah, she's a staple in Port Charles. She should have been in the nursing home. Matt Bell said, yes, I saw Finn and Liz together and loved them as a couple. Wow, I think you might be in the minority there. I know once she thought there was a ghost in her house or someone doing stuff to her. I didn't realize the result was that. Oh yeah, so you just missed it. Oh guys, I'm sorry if I mute myself. I feel like it's gonna fall out. Okay, hope you can still hear me. Yeah, you was right. You was right there, Mathel. That was the same storyline. It could have been so good, but it was so bad. Carolyn says yes, the dumbest. Carolyn says I thought last husband of Nell was Julian. You right. I don't. Yeah. Maybe she did marry. She did some with Shiloh. She was working with Shiloh, but you're right. She did marry Julian because she blackmailed him because she knew that he knew about with Brad about the baby and shit. She was holding over his head. You're right. There's so much history, you guys. I love that you guys know stuff I don't know, and I'm good. Okay, you guys can hear me. Yay, thank you. And that was before. All right. Double C said cat lady. Yes, Nell Benson was married 3 times at General Hospital to Michael, to Shiloh, and Julian. Okay, so both. That girl was crazy. Julian was crazy. I miss Julian, y'all. I ain't think I could ever miss Julian Jerome, but I do so often. I just be like, damn, what would Julian do? Like, what if Julian came back to town and took over Sonny's territory instead of Sidwell? Like he was the one doing it. And then him and Ava could be awkwardly, they had their weird relationship. They had so much chemistry to be siblings. It was weird to look at. It definitely made me uncomfortable when scenes they were in because I was like, this chemistry is not giving brother sister. But I don't think they can help it. But then one time they kissed and it was like, "Ooh, what are you doing?" It was like on a lip kiss. Oh no, what am I doing? How to do a green screen? I hit the button. Oh, well, that was weird. Like I was about to be abducted back. I was tapping the screen. All right, focus. Amber's here. Hi, Amber. Thank you for coming in. Amber says, hey. I don't know how much longer we're going to be on, but we're still hanging off for a little bit. Mathville said, actually, Holly is the one who held up Victor. If it was Drew, Victor. Wait, hold on. Actually, Holly is the one who held up Victor. LOL. If it was up to Drew, Victor would have taken them all out. Ooh. Wait. The only thing I can remember of Holly is when she came out of that building and she was on fire. That's my favorite Holly scene when she was on fire. I'm trying to remember her with Victor. I can't. I remember her with Sidwell most recently with the diamonds, and now she's Sasha's mom apparently. But I can't remember her with Victor. I believe you. I just can't find it in my mind. Calvin says, "Oh, I forgot about them together. Thank you, Double C." Calvin says hi to Amber. Amber, Jill, Cat Lady Jones. That's Cat Lady. The same Cat Lady from before. She has a new channel. If you can find her channel, go subscribe to it. She had to YouTube took her channel away, so she's building up a new one, and we're going to support her. One cup, two bears. I read one cup, and I start thinking of something else. All right, do I read the Bible? In the beginning, there was light. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. My cup runneth over, restores my soul, leads me to greener pastures. Yeah, I have read the Bible. One cup. I don't know if you're gonna try to save my soul, but if you can, please do. I was raised as a Christian, but I don't attend church regularly. I'm gonna take a drink on that. I drink wine as communion. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. Thank you for being here. One cup, two bears. I appreciate you. Catwoman says that's when Anna saved Valentine. Okay, I can see Valentine tied her to the chair, hallucinating Helena, thinking he was hallucinating Anna, but Anna really being there to save him. That I can picture. Double C said, Catwoman, you welcome. I had to Google to make sure. Oh, I appreciate you Googling, Double C. Um, I feel like all of us together, we have like such a rich knowledge of soap history. It's like beautiful. But there we can't one person can't remember everything. So I'm glad we have like soap Wikipedia and the internet to be able to research. Catwoman says hello, one cup. And then Cat Lady did the damn thing. Thank you. We talk soaps and movies here. Okay. Amen. Um, Catwoman said, I do like the haircut. It's a fair haircut. You like it? Okay. Oh, I'm happy for you and for her. I don't like it. But I also don't like Willow. So that might be impacting it. Matt Bell said can't stand Willow's haircut yet. It just feel like to me like it's not intentional, like it's not a style. It's like somebody was like or like she fell backwards against like a weed whacker or something. And not like cute in a messy way. I just don't like it. But it'll grow out. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. I know Michael probably looking at her like, I picked the right one. I hope that Michael and Sasha can get back together, but I need them to stop Sasha from being an idiot. I'm so glad that Michael's back before they could do something with Jason and Sasha, because I don't want that. I don't know what I want for Jason. I want him to be a father and be a good father to Danny and be present, but I know he's got to be paired with someone romantically. Maybe it'll be Carly after the all the stuff with Brennan. If this is Sonny's exit story, then I can see that working out. But then I wonder who's gonna take over the business, and maybe it can be Michael. I don't know. I don't know because is Michael gonna be able to get the kids if he take over the business? I really don't know. I don't know what General Hospitals, what the writers are gonna do. Like a bus says on Beyond the Gates, what happened to that spy that was in the cafe? Did we ever figure who he was? No, it's unless I missed something. But I watch that on the Paramount or CBS app, so I shouldn't have missed anything. I think that's like the beginning of that. We're gonna see more. I know people are speculating different things because it looked like he was looking at different people. I'm thinking he's a PI or someone who works for Ashley's dad because Ashley was talking about not knowing her father, that it was just to her, her mom, and then we cut back and forth to him. So I think maybe they're going to give Ashley some family. It could be her brother, a sibling. Doesn't have to be like a PI, but I think that's who they're related to. And I wouldn't mind seeing more of Ashley's mom, like in a story as well. That's not her bringing over leftovers, even though that's a good look. Bring me food too. I appreciate that. But if we're gonna get more of Ashley and her mom, Janet, I finally remember her name. I think it's Janet or Jan. No, Jan for Janet. Um, Give me more Mona and Laura too. Um, yeah, I wouldn't mind Mona having like a love interest, a partner. Catwoman wonders who the spy was. Mathfield said, I wondered about the spy too, like, but we all wondering. Oh, it's good. Hoping one cup, two bears says, hoping y'all have a good man that can barbecue something for y'all. Barbecue is amazing. I'm a vegetarian though. Why it's gotta be a man? Oh, Christian, sorry. Um, but I kind of cook for myself. But I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat much barbecue. Granted, you could put barbecue sauce on anything, but I don't really like the smell of dead flesh being cooked. I like vegetables. No judgment to people who eat meat. I used to, and I might have to go back actually, because some days I feel like I'm lacking in protein. I just don't know how to do it because it's a mental thing. All right, Math Bell said, I miss Julian too. I wish he was here for Ava to talk to. Right? Ava do need somebody. She just got Nina, which their friendship is still weird. And Rick, who will leave her for Elizabeth at the drop of a dime. I've only drunk like half my glass of wine. I've just been so busy talking. Thought I would have chugged it. I'd be tipsy by now. Um, Catwoman said, yes, I miss Julian too. We need a petition to bring Julian back. Why am I green? Yeah, I got my pen, my stars. I don't know how I just pressed the button and then I was green. It freaked me out too. Raphael said, for my Holly reference, I was talking about the Greenland story again. Holly went over there too and actually helped to save Lisa while Drew was fumbling. I cannot remember. I think I understood that that's the context you were talking about, but I can't picture Holly there. I can't picture her on the boat. I can't make sure. Oh, oh, yes, I can. Because she poisoned him with some stuff to affect his penis, and then she was talking shit about it. That I remember. You could have offered me $1 million, but I would be like, I don't remember Holly there. But for some reason, you said pretty much the same thing this time, but it clicked for me. Yeah, I do remember Holly talking shit to Victor about whatever she drugged. It wasn't Holly though. She gave it to another woman. I don't remember who the woman was, but she gave it. There was a woman that put that shit in Victor's drink, and it made it so little Victor couldn't say hello. Catwoman says Leslie. Uh, I'm so far behind that I don't know what that's referencing. I'm figuring Beyond the Gates, but I'm sorry. And by the time you comment, by the time I read up to it, I'll be done forgot again. I was sorry. Forgive me. Michael Bus says Holly on fire will stay living in my head rent free. Want it beautiful. Want that beautiful. She's like, It was so funny. I was like, I will go to hell. I'm sorry. One cup, two bears. I'm sorry. But I remember like this was not supposed to be funny, but I loved it so much. I was just like, get this girl an Emmy. All right, Holly. And then when I found out that it was all part of the plan or whatever, I was mad as hell at Felicia. I was like, damn, I really enjoyed that scene. That's my favorite Holly scene ever. And Calvin said, "We welcome." That's what was given to me. Um, Catwoman says if Michael go about to go dark, then yes, Geo will go into the business with Michael for Sunny. Maybe. What y'all think? Or we could go out and say, nah, I don't see that darkness in Geo because you gotta be a certain level of like toxic for the business. But after he destroyed that violin, I can see a little bit in him. So I would watch it. If I could believe it or not, that's up to him. The writing and the acting. But I can say I see the potential for it. So like and I could see some tension there because then his dad is a cop, Dante being the cop, and to have him following his. Yeah, I can see that. I could work with that. I wouldn't hate it. I'd rather have Morgan back, but I don't know. Really get what I want most of the time when you're in the hospital. So I would pick Morgan back over Geo, but in the absence of Morgan, I could take it. I would rather have Morgan come back and get his daughter because Avery is Morgan's child, as we all know. Calvin said Ned gonna be so mad when he learns Tracy knew too. Yeah, I like having Ned on the show because they use him sparingly, and he usually pops in, tells some jokes, says something witty, and he bounces out. Um, I don't know if I want to see him have temper tantrums because he didn't know, but I guess I do feel bad for him. If Sonny can have feel a kind of way, Ned should be able to feel a kind of way. They share a grandchild. Um, I just don't. I hate that they're making Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, Lois like this villain in the story. And I get it. That is cold. That is cold to have the baby right there and Brooklyn living with him and not know, been around him his whole childhood and not know. And Dante too. That is cold. But like she kept her grandbaby close. She's a grandma. She kept her grandbaby close and she protected her daughter. That's what she wanted. That's what Brooklyn asked for. Yeah. I don't know. It's complicated, and I just don't want everyone to like write her off as like the town pariah because Brooklyn put her in this. Dante and Brooklyn put her in this situation. That's why kids shouldn't be having sex. You can't be doing grown things if you're not gonna handle it in a grown way. They made a mess, and then Lois had to clean it up. That sounds crass, but Catwoman said, "Oh yes, Holly got Lucy to give Victor the drops in his drinks to mess up his little partial life for life." I didn't remember what Lucy. I knew it was a woman. Thank you. Who said that? Thank you. Catwoman said it. Thank you, Catwoman. Lack Bus said, yeah, I want to see Michael go dark too. Very much. Yes, I like dark Michael. I always think about when he not the most recent time when he was going after Sonny with Dex, but when he was going after Sonny with Avery, and he took custody of Avery and was like, I call it AJ. I told my daughter about that scene. I looked for it on YouTube. I couldn't find it. Now I said it, Matthew. You'll be the one to find it. I don't know, Matthew. You probably wasn't watching back then. When Michael found out that Sonny had killed AJ, he went dark and was like out for revenge against Sonny, and he actually got custody of Avery when she was a baby. And just to fuck with Sonny, he called her AJ. After AJ, but also Avery Jerome. It was funny. It tickled me. Um, Mathbell said after the shock, hurt, and anger wears off, I'm looking forward to a scene with Sonny, Dante, and Gio together, and then Rocco can join in. Yeah, the Corinthos men. I'm looking forward to that too. I just don't like how long is that gonna take for the shock, hurt, and anger to wear off. I feel like Gia will connect easier with Sunny. Well, that's silly, but of course he's gonna connect more with Sunny than with Dante because Dante, has hated Gio and Sunny's always been there for him. So that's where Gio's gonna go. When Gio moves out of the quartermates, he's gonna move in with Sunny. Um, Catwoman said, "I was mad Danny and Rocco wasn't there at the ball. Like, what the fuck, right? There was like 12 people there. Like, it didn't. And the guys is easier because the women they have to get like the gowns, the nice gowns. Guys can just wear a suit. They can wear that suit for any fancy scene they have, like the celebrities do on a red carpet. So I don't know why you wouldn't have them there. But oh, you probably mean performing because of the kids. Yeah. Ooh. Well, they could sing some, and you ain't like you gotta have talent to be able to sing in a nurse's ball. If that was the case, they wouldn't have had nobody there. Back in the day, they used to have real people that could sing, but we don't do that anymore. Kyron says, right damn kid. Flacco Bus says, I remember when Michael kicked Shallows, but I was cheering for him. I wish I could remember that. I don't. But I'm about to search it on my tablet so it can be in my YouTube history. 'Cause I would like to that. I'll be watching Michael clips. I'm surprised I didn't see that on Roku. Why this tablet don't act right? No, I don't want to do that. I'm just trying to go to YouTube. Why is it trying to have me customize my wallpaper? Stop it. You think that's really what I want to do right now? I'm going to YouTube. Oh, maybe we're slipping. I'm sorry if I go mute. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Press the button. Well, by the time it comes up, I won't forget what I'm searching for. All right, we're on YouTube. Michael. What can I spell? Michael. Maybe the wine is kicking in. Michael and Shiloh fight. Jake, is that enough? Hey, there we go. Michael rescues Willow from Shiloh. Nurses Ball 2019. Oh, I think I do remember that. Let me go ahead and click on it. Oh, yeah, it started right. He tossed his ass. Oh, y'all give me 30 seconds. It's a short clip. Okay, Michael. Damn, I miss Chad. Ah, he was so good. I love him so much. Um, Thank you, Lack of Us, for that. I bet I'm gonna be on a whole thread now. Uh, Cat Lady says, yes, I remember that time. I was like, oh no, Michael's showing his evil side. Yeah. Ugh, I need new earbuds. You know when you get earbuds and they have like the different, like the cover, they have like the different sizes. I always just use the size that come with them, but I feel like I need to use either like a bigger size so I don't have to keep doing this. But it's never bothered me as much as when I'm doing these. When I'm when I stream on my iPad, I don't use anything. I just use the speaker that's on the mic that's in the iPad. But when I try to stream on the iPad now, it doesn't work. It's just a black screen, so I have to use my phone. I will update my devices at some point, but I don't like spending money at all. I don't mind spending money, but I don't like it when I have to because I got bills. I got bills and I got kids. So I don't really like buy myself like fancy stuff because anybody got money for that. Oh, where are we? Matt Bell said this rewrite about Lois is crazy too because when Lois told Sonny that Nina called the SEC on Carly, Olivia got mad at Lois. Then Lois threw Olivia's secret about Dante being Sonny's in her face. Yeah, that did happen. You're right. Yeah. And you would have thought that, yeah. Why would Lois do that knowing she had a secret of her own? Laco Bus said it was good seeing Scout perform with the nurses ball. You know, when I first saw that scene, I was like, wait, who was that little girl? I had to pause the TV. I was like, oh shit, Scout. I forgot she existed because they act like she don't exist. But it was good to see her. Even it wasn't that good to hear her, but it was good to see her. I can't believe they did that to them kids. Like that's gonna be on the internet forever. Calvin said, "Yep, Math Bell. Now Lois has been holding the biggest lie ever." Shaking my head. This really going to end. Yeah, I feel like we probably run it with the end of Lois's arc. Her storyline is Rena Sofer. I feel like it's probably her contract about to be out. We probably won't get no more Lois after this. Well, I need to drink this so I can sleep good tonight. That was my plan, but I can't drink it like I used to because I'm old now. Whew. Um, Catwoman said, "Yeah, yeah," because I realized that was Skylar. I was like, "Oh, there you go." Right? Okay, I'm glad I was the only one. I was still missing one kid when I named all the kids. It was. I feel like there's another girl. Oh, it was Donna. Was it Donna? Where the fuck was Avery? Oh, she must have been off with Ava. Ava wanted the nurse's ball. Rick wanted the nurse's ball. That wine got me going on tangents. Yeah, I think it was Donna. Why it was Donna, Wiley, Georgie, Scout, James. I don't know why they got Georgie with the look he is. Where's Charlotte? You know, Lulu's daughter that she was been searching for. She needs so bad. Charlotte should have been the one at that college party. I can see Charlotte at the party before I saw Rocket with the party. It's summer. I hope we get more of the kids. All right, where are we? Now I'm just thinking out loud. Math Bell said favorite clip from back before I watched. Michael was a kid and was acting out. Redheaded Michael, that boy was always acting out. He was a terror, and I loved him every second. Michael was a kid and acting out. Carly called Jason to come talk to him. He told Michael to stop acting like a little bitch. I don't remember that. Let's search for that now. What? Couldn't nobody tell Jason, Michael shit. He used to run Max and Milo's. He was supposed to be going to school in a limo. Next thing you know, he wherever the hell he wanted to go. Jason tells Michael to stop. I don't know why I have to narrate. I need to see this. He probably is the older Michael though. It can't be the young Michael. Oh, I need to put General Hospital at the end of it. Mm, yeah, this is showing me more recent stuff. Okay, but it's semi-search history, so I can look another time and keep looking. Thank you for saying it because I want to watch it. Which Carly was it? Was it Laura Rice Carly or Tamara Brown? I feel like it couldn't have been Sarah Brown because like I can't see Jason saying that to Michael, that little redheaded Tara Michael. I'm thinking Drew Garrett was probably the Michael it was. Karen said, "Me too. I need a laptop as well." Yeah, that's what I might have mixed up my mic again, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I want to get, just like a nice computer. But my daughter gets a new computer before I get a computer. Going off to college. But I think what I'll probably before I get like a new computer, I'll get my new phone because I have this is like iPhone 11 or 12. It's outdated, but it's through Sprint or T-Mobile, I think now, and like you lease it, so like I can upgrade it anytime. I don't want to. Like I resist technology, but I know that I need to. So I'm thinking I might upgrade for my birthday and give myself a new phone as a gift. But I said that for Christmas and didn't do it because I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna keep using this phone until it stops working. But knowing that it will help me with streaming makes it more tempting. I hope you get a new laptop, Catwoman. That's awesome. You need a new device, and you was doing everything you was doing, and you were in need of a new device. Because I couldn't tell. I always thought you had state of the art technology. The way you were having your clips up and everything. It was very professional. Mathville said, "Why don't they ever have who is David? Donna and Avery on at the same time? It irks me. Yeah, yeah. Rarely do we got scenes of them two together. Scenes of them two together. And I can't remember last time we see Avery. It's been quite a while. Well, yes, I can. The last time I remember seeing her was when Christina, and it hasn't been too long, when they wanted to, Christina wanted to take her to the ballet. And Ava was like, nah, you can't take her, but I'm taking her. Ava was so messy. Catwoman says, right, where's A? I was like, where's Avery? Catwoman says, I've been asking where Charlotte is. You on it, Catwoman? I don't know. I would love to know what the budget is. And who I guess is the Frank, the executive producer, makes the decisions about where we spend the money. But like as somebody who's been broke, been a single mom, I can work with your budget. I can help you spend that money in better ways. Like the shit they spending money on, you definitely don't have to. We can put Lulu out to sleep. Jonathan Jackson can, and Jonathan Jackson, lucky can sing. Why the fuck he wanted to nurse's ball? But anyway, he can go. Who else can go? Amy, the once a year they bring her ass up, she can go. Even though I hate to get rid of a nurse because I like having staff at General Hospital, but I hate her voice. And I hate them acting like that woman can sing when she cannot. Um, I need to be reading comments instead of just thinking of who I would fire. But quite a few people. Lackobus says, "Oh, that's a good question. Who'd y'all fire? If you could get rid of any person from General Hospital, who would you fire? You got a blank check to just say, get the fuck out. Who would you fire? Yeah, I know I'm tipsy now because I'm cussing more. All right. Blacko Bus says Charlotte should have stayed with her Papa. Papa. Yeah, right. Maxwell said, think it was the actor after the redhead. Yeah, so probably Drew Garrett. He was the Michael that acted out the most. Even though little redheaded Michael was a terror, Drew Garrett's Michael acted out in a more appropriate, like teenager way. Appropriate. Um, he was feisty. He woke up from that coma and was like, I'm crazy. Sorry if I mute myself. I feel like as long as I'm trying just to write on the screenshot this myself. Okay. I think I'm good. They sent her upstairs and she never came back down. That's giving Judy from Family Matters. Family Matters. It was Laura Wright. Okay, so within the last 20 years. Yeah. So yeah, it has to be Drew Garrett then. Thank you, Matt Bell. And thank you for saying it because I'm definitely gonna find it good. I will search and search and search and search. Lacobus says it was after Michael killed Claudia. Yeah, that makes sense. Spazzing out. I mean, I like Claudia. I like Sarah Brown, period. But I enjoy. I didn't think I was gonna be able to see her as another character besides Carly because she was my first Carly, and Sarah Brown is why I love Carly to this day. Like I and Dola Maddox and I have talked about this, but we both like see a lot of similarities between Eva on Beyond the Gates and Carly, and it's just like you just have to like care about them, and you know they fucked up, and you know what they're doing is wrong, but like also you know if they like just had like a mom and somebody take care of them, it would be all better. 20 Black Bus says like in 2010, I think that tracks. Oh, Matthew Belt told me exactly what to search. Search 12909. Thank you so much. Let's see, 12909. Jason yells at Michael. Oh, excuse me. Oh, here you go. It's 5 minutes and 42 seconds. So I'm gonna turn my volume down, but I'm gonna let this play. So this in my history. Oh yeah, that's Drew Garrett. Oh, there's Lucky. Jonathan Jackson. I'm talking shit. I ain't even got the volume up, but I can see he talking shit to Jason. This probably was Lucky was a cop, probably. Written by Robert Gusa Jr. Now he's on Beyond the Gates, giving them the good stuff. Oh, Tyler Christopher. They just showed him for like 2 seconds. Can we go back? I miss him so much. I know, obviously, we can never get him back, but I still watch clips of Nicholas. All right, now I'm sad, so I'm gonna pause this and go back and watch it when I can watch it. Turn the volume up. Thank you, Matt. I know be knowing all the clips. Thank you so much. I'm excited to watch it. All right, Matt Bell said I can't stand that they love making these people have babies, but then don't want to really show them when they're older kids, right? And not just that they don't want to show them kids when they get older, is that they have the parents, the characters doing shit they shouldn't be doing when they have babies. Like we never see the babies. And it's like we have to see them even when they're younger babies. Like, oh, how are the parents out here and getting into all these shenanigans when they got kids and don't have a nanny that we heard of? So like, where are the kids? I feel like that's a tagline from like a scary movie trailer. Where like, where are the kids? What happened to the kids? So y'all know they're making a new scary movie. We're actually featuring the Wayans brothers, so it's gonna be funny again. I can't wait. I know it's shiny. All right. But I agree that y'all. Excuse me. Catwoman said I was surprised we didn't get to see Felix this time. Oh no. They got Marco now. They reached their gay man quota. I miss Felix too, but I will never get to see him again because they got rid of Brad, and they got Lucas, and they got Marco. So that's their two. They toyed with the three that one time, but you know, my sense of humor. Catwoman says bye to Drew. Oh, it's who would we get rid of? Okay. Catwoman says bye to Drew, Chase, Portia, Kai, Natalia, the new ADA, and Ezra. I would, yes, we can get rid of Drew, but I wouldn't mind. I need a story out of it, so let's make it a whodunit because he deserves to die. Speaking of did y'all watch the new Fear Street movie? I watched that today. I was disappointed. It made me go back and I rewatched the trilogy from a couple of years ago. Um, to like cleanse myself from how disappointing the new prom queen one was. So I grew up reading R.L. Stein. I don't know if you guys did too. All right, focus. So Drew, I agree with Chase. I keep Chase just because he's a cop. Portia, Portia needs to go to jail for me. Kai, who is that? So yeah, I agree. Kai can go. Um, I wanted them to give Trina a love interest, and I was glad once they did. But like Trina don't have a life. It's just about Kai, and Kai's whole life is documentary, football, surgery, but I can have surgery that might paralyze me, but then I'm walking the next day. And the day he woke up from surgery, he was wiggling his toes and shit. I'm like, and moving his neck. I'm like, I don't think when you had a surgery on your spine, you're supposed to be moving like that. You a bad actor. And whoever was directing that scene is bad too, because y'all should have told him, dude, you just had surgery. Can you act like it? You should be immobile. Ooh, let me throw my pen. All right, Natalia, yes, she should not still be around. Remember Callum, I think it was you that showed that picture of Natalia with Marco and Blaze. I thought for sure we was gonna have to hear her sing at the nurses ball. I thought that's where that was from, but it's got to be coming up unless the actress that played Blaze was just visiting the set, which is crazy. When you go back to a job you got fired from for what? And maybe when Christina gets committed or goes to jail or something, then Blaze will have a stop in town. I'm glad it wants a nurse's ball, but that's what I was expecting. I hadn't even thought no more about that until just now. All right, and the new ADA, she make me nervous because Sonny love a woman that's trying to take him down. He ain't flashed the dimples at her yet. If he flashed the dimples at her, it's over. She gonna be in his bed. And Ezra, yeah, he's annoying. I get him as a villain type of character, but yeah, he can just die. I don't need it to be a whodunit. He could overdose on ketamine. He can run off to the sunset with his prostitute friend. But yeah, solid choices. Math Bell said easy, get rid of Willow and Drew. Both of them together, like a plane crash. Bam. I would take that. Also, Christina, yes. And Cody sometimes. Sasha sometimes. Oh, I love Sasha, but she's hard to love right now. And bring back Sam. Okay, you can kill anybody you want if you bring back Sam. I sacrifice anybody, just about. Yeah, I think that I wouldn't want to lose Carly for Sam, even though I don't really like Carly right now. I love Carly. But I feel like that's the only character I would say no to getting rid of to bring Sam back would be Carly. Yeah, I think that's right. Like Bus said, I guess I'm the only one who likes Portia. LOL. Tell us why. Wait, I want to like Portia. I got a Portia wig. It's like this, but more Portia-y. But besides, she's beautiful. That's something I can say. She's a beautiful woman. But other than that, I don't know what redeeming characteristics she has. Um, Catwoman says, "Oh, wow, I miss Tyler." Oh, wow, yeah, yeah. That's a rough one. Like I was so happy when I saw his face, and it was like, oh, like when I see him, I immediately think, oh, I want Nicholas back, like the real Nicholas. And then right after that, I immediately realized, oh, that's right, we can never have that now. And then it's like into the real life thing, and that's sad too, because like I think you have to be a little bit twisted, a little bit toxic to play a Cassadine well. I think that's why not Tyler Christopher, Nicholas Chavez did a good job at playing Spencer. I think he got a little darkness in him, and, like as a person that he was able to tap into to play the character. And when I think about Tyler Christopher slash Nicholas for long enough, I wonder how much of what we saw as Nicholas was Tyler, knowing like the demons that he had and things he struggled with in real life. It's just all very sad. He gave us some like some of the best General Hospital I've had the pleasure of like witnessing growing up. I hate that he's gone. Catwoman says, "Lack of bus. I like her sometimes, but lately, oh, you like Portia sometimes?" How? Catwoman says, "Right, yeah. You thought Blaze was coming. So glad we were right. You like Kyle too. I want to like Kyle, but I don't know. Like, what is there to like? Like, they introduced him as a football player who didn't even know what classes he had. That's not a good sign. And then now I just don't. It's the writing because they're not investing in him. He don't have a family. This man just had major surgery. No mommy, no daddy, no cousin, no uncle. Nobody is there to support him. It's just Trina, so his support system. And then while Trina being busy being his support system, the only person that supported her was Laura. I was like, why is Laura the one cuddled up with Trina in the waiting room when her mama work at the damn hospital and Curtis is around to talk shit about Drew, but he can't come like be there for his daughter. Matt Bell said, really quick, start watching that video clip at minute 3:45. Right. My earbuds are slippery. Let me slide them in. Hope I didn't mute anything. And I'm going to go to 3:45. Y'all give me a minute because Matt Bell said so. All right. 3:45. Wait, nope. No. Turn the volume up. You keep saying that you're a man, that you want to live on your own, but you're acting like a little bitch. Like all those other rich kids who have no respect for anything or anyone. Quit disrespecting the people who are trying to protect you. I mean, you look like an idiot at Jake's talking to Lucky like that. I was embarrassed for you, man. I still am. You know what the problem is? That we've spoiled you for so many years. Me, most of all. Well, I'm done. From now on, keep your mouth shut. Show some respect. Go to school. If you don't, I'll make you. Now apologize to your mother. You say sorry, mommy. Thank you, Red Bell. I know that's right. He said, show some respect. You ain't like a little bitch. Yeah, that's funny. You guys, y'all should all watch that scene. What was it? She told me search for 12/9/09. So December 9/09. Jason yells at Michael. You don't even have to put in General Hospital. And if you want to skip the bullshit, go to the 3:45 minute mark. And exactly what she said. That was funny. Thank you. Lacobus says, I like Sasha too, just not the whole Sidwell thing. Agreed. Sasha, like, she's just dumb right now. Kevin says, right, GH changed their mind. Like, wait, I don't know what that was in response to either. I'm sure it's been a minute. Kevin said they can take Willow or Nina for Sam. Take them both. Do a 2 for 1. Kevin says Nina. You get rid of Nina? I like Nina sometimes. I like Nina when she's not involved, not hating Carly. That's when I prefer Nina actually. Um, all she do is like, she's anti Carly because she's supporting Willow with this custody thing, which I get because that's her daughter. I mean, you can get rid of Nina. I like Michelle, the first Nina, better. She was good at crazy. Lacoba says I like Portia doing the whole Heather thing because I agree she should have stayed in prison for what she did despite the cobalt poisoning. Yeah, I just wish she would have been smart enough to do it and not be able to get caught. That's what I wish. If she could have done it and gotten away with it without it being blackmail, then I would have supported it. But the way that she did it was like she didn't even try to cover her tracks. From what I remember, I could be wrong, and they could have like rewrote some shit. All right, Catwoman said, right, Kai don't even have his friend no more. Like, what the fuck, right? What friend? Who? The team he's so eager to go back to, they couldn't come, but we filming a whole documentary about it. Catwoman said, well, I hope Portia don't ask, hold on. I hope Portia don't ask with Curtis pay Lacobus, because remember, he is keeping Heather away by paying her son to keep her away. If money stops, she'll be back. Oh, that's right. When I remembered Stephen Lars existed for like a second. I forgot about that. Uh, Likeable says, and Portia voiced some of the troubles Trina faces the young black woman, and also for black women in general. Yes, I used to like Portia. Speak like that context. Yes, I agree, 100%. Um, and I appreciated the things that the actress Brooke did for Taviana when she came into the role about like not having her in handcuffs in her first episode. I appreciate that too. But I don't feel like we've seen that side of Portia in quite a while. Which I know it's the writing, but I wish they would do better. But I also don't see General Hospital investing in Portia in that way, unfortunately. So I'm glad to have Beyond the Gates, where it's okay to have messy black women characters because you also have like great black women characters, and it's not just like I mean, y'all know. It's hard on General Hospital when you only have a handful of black people, or any show when you only have a handful of black people and have them fitting like these stereotypes and these boxes, versus a show Beyond the Gates where it's like a plethora of people that it's not necessarily a stereotypical type of role because you have doctors and you have people doing different things. Even though Portia is a doctor, I don't know. The wine is forgetting y'all. I hope you know what I mean. Matthew said I will watch that clip every time it pops up on my homepage, and I don't curse, but Jason's delivery there is so good. It is. It sound like he got some teenagers at home. Like I will be watching it again. I'm glad you went and told me to go ahead and do it. Um, I'm gonna go back and watch his stream tomorrow and watch my face as I'm reacting to it. But I will watch it many more times and probably text it to people too. I wish I could react, but I'm scared of like copyright and stuff like that. I don't wanna That's with the YouTube gods. Lacaba says I like Portia. Mine is altering the test results, basically. I don't like the test results part and the line about Trina's paternity part. And the fact that ain't nobody checking on Taggart part, but I can't blame. Again, I know it's the writing, but I'm not invested enough in the character to. If it's a character that pause, if it's a character that I love, instead of blaming the character as a person, I'll blame the writing. But if I'm not invested in the character, then I'll blame the character, which I know is messy, but so fans, we kind of crazy. Matthew said it's sad that they've made Portia look so stupid and crazy, and it all came out of the story of her trying to keep her daughter safe. No one else cared about Heather getting out of prison except for Portia. I agree with that. Yeah, yeah. I can't say she wasn't wrong for trying to protect her daughter, but the way she did, like you said, was so stupid. And this woman is like chief of staff, like you're a brilliant doctor. And then when Rick is telling you that what you did was a crime, you're like, what? A crime? It's like, girl, you know this. Like, you couldn't, like, I don't know, like, delete some files, I don't know, the hospital hack them or something. I don't know, just did something to cover her tracks more. I just wish they would have made her look more capable in it all. Which, again, I know they're not invested in character, they don't care. But it did affect how I feel about her. Maxwell said, did anyone else feel on Friday that they were close to mentioning Taggart when Josh brought up the fact Trina too had her world changed when she found out Curtis was her father? I hope so. I was like, and then I didn't hear Taggart, and I was very upset, but I was hoping it. But I think that was in our heads. I think the people, the audience are the people who thought about Taggart, the writers did. Catwoman said, and Curtis better not look Jordan's way. He better not. He better not. Like Isaiah said, Jordan should have been his dates. He was so smooth the way he said that. I would have been his date. Jordan knows she wanted to leave right there and go in. I still don't understand what Jordan's doing with this civil thing. Like, you ain't a cop no more. What are you even doing? Where is TJ? I feel it's the same way we saw Michael on that plane watching Drew gushing over with watching Willow and Drew gush over each other. I feel bad for TJ somewhere, probably watching the nurses ball, seeing Molly and of course Cody together. I would like for him not to be doing that, but we don't know where TJ is. We don't even get a TJ mention. Unless, because I know I do miss things here and there when we watch it on YouTube. Guys, have we had a TJ mention? Has Curtis acknowledged, not Curtis, Portia acknowledged, not Portia, damn, I'm mixing up all the black people. Has Jordan acknowledged the fact that last time she was doing some shit like this, TJ got kidnapped? Because that's all I need is like a sentence. Or so I would just love her to say, I would be nervous to do this if TJ was still here, but since he's studying abroad or working abroad, we don't he's safe. I feel like we haven't even got a mention. I haven't seen it if we have. And I hope that we have and I just didn't see it because I'm watching on YouTube. I scrolled down to see if I was right. Catwoman says no word on TJ at all. That's what I thought. Ugh. All right, where are we? We are take a sip of wine. Math Bell agrees with Catwoman. He better not look at Jordan. We all agree and we sign that petition. No, we don't want that. Catwoman says, I was yelling, yes, what happened to your forever dad, Trina? Me too. Yes, that's literally word for word, because that's what she said. My forever dad. Matt Bell said, it seems once someone is chief of staff at GH, they are bound to do something crazy and illegal. Hmm, I read the tracks. I miss Brit. You know who also miss Terry? Not as much as I miss Britt, because I love Britt. Terry, I just like. We don't never get to see that woman. Um, Catwoman says she bet the next chief of Shaft. That's the line. I bet y'all chief of staff next gonna be Lucas. I can see that. Because she come out, Portia will lose a job, and who else could it be? I mean, that's a very safe guess, and I think you're gonna be right. And when it happens, I'm gonna say Catwoman said it on Sunday, May 25th. Y'all, when I started this, it was Saturday. Now it's Sunday. Maxwell said, I feel like they're going to recast TJ in a little while, and he show up acting different. I like Taj, but I'm not married to him for TJ. So, oh Lord, hope I didn't go mute. I just want TJ around. He could be a recast. Yeah, Calvin said no, TJ. Matt Bell said, then what illegal thing will Lucas do, right? Some maybe it'll be cover up something for Marco for Sidwell. Hopefully Sidwell ain't still around then. I need to know how long this man's contract is because I'm so annoyed with him. I don't like his character. And I blame the writers. I don't know. I have a theory about the nurses ball. The reason Sidwell wanted to like be his rule for sponsoring the nurses ball was that he had to be the only one. So once we saw the nurses ball, I thought, okay, maybe that's a negative thing. That like once they said the writer said Sidwell was going to be the one sponsoring the whole nurses ball, then they couldn't get sponsors like they normally do. So that's why like it looked a little cheaper than even usual. But then I thought maybe that the writers made Sidwell the only sponsor to cover up the fact that they couldn't get any real life sponsors this year. I don't know which like chicken or egg, which came first, but I feel like they definitely are connected. I just would love to know the behind the scenes of it. Because normally they have at least like a beauty product or some lotion or somebody sponsoring them and they make that awkward like, look what's in our swag bag comment. Um, but I wonder if they just couldn't get anybody this year. I mean, we know Procter and Gamble for Breeze and Tide, they do out stuff, but they can't do another soap probably since they doing Beyond the Gates. But I feel like they should have been able to find someone. Oh, did y'all recognize that guy, Scott Evans? He was in like one scene on General Hospital. I don't remember. I can't remember now because I've been drinking. But he was on the doing red carpet stuff, and he was interviewing like one person. He has a YouTube show called House Guest. That was country as hell. I said House Guest, where he like interviews celebrities and stuff. Y'all, I know he's on YouTube. He shows it on Facebook, but his name is Scott Evans. And if you don't know who he is, and you look him up, you'll recognize him from like the one scene. Like he was doing what normally the lady from Grey's Anatomy, Sean, not no, that's Shonda Rhimes is the creator. I can't remember her name in real life, but she plays Miranda Bailey on General Hospital. She normally does like semi red carpet stuff, like what they had Drew and Nina doing. But Scott Evans popped up like that. I don't even remember. Maybe start talking about this. But I thought it was nice to see him on there. But I went to let me look on his Facebook page. I had went to his Facebook page to see if he posted any clips of him on General Hospital. And he did. And I'm like, damn, how you gonna be on General Hospital and not post it? Like I know he grew up watching it with his grandma or something. It must have been like a cute little thing for him. I don't see no Scott Evans. Did I have it wrong? Then no, maybe I should look up house guests. I think it's Scott something. Yeah, it's house guest with Scott Evans. Yeah, he didn't post it on. The last thing he posted was with Leslie. Leslie Jones from SNL, and that was May 17th. I'm gonna check his YouTube. I feel like that's something you should talk about. It was a quick scene, but it was so cool. Nope. And he posted with Amber Riley from Glee a day ago, and nothing about General Hospital. Oh, stop. And he interviewed Beyonce's mom. He's a lot of famous people. If you guys watch One Life to Live, a while back he did Tikta Sumter, she used to be on One Life to Live. She was, oh my God, what was her name? I could have said it just now and I forgot. And she was Evangeline's sister. Evangeline's sister. I don't know. Okay, I don't think nobody cares. What am I doing? Math Bell said, "Oh, Lucas will probably do something illegal for Marco. We're on the same page." Book Skirts and Purrs is here. Hey, I'm so glad you came in. It's good to see you. Says, hey, I can't stay, but I'm popping in to say hi. My daughter and I are binge watching Daredevil, and I saw you on. Have a nice night. Nice night and drink a glass for me. Cheers. I know you probably gone already. Enjoy Daredevil. I still have to binge Daredevil. But I do want to check it out. I heard good things and bad things. But I like Marvel, so I want to check it out. Next time I see you, I will ask you what you think. I thought of it. Um, Catwoman said, "Save Marco Polo." Save Marco Polo. That's right. Catwoman says, "How to book skirts and purrs." Matt Bell's laughing. Says, "Same to you." Cheers. And I'm almost done. Brush my teeth and take my ass to bed. Oh, Lacobus says, "Yeah, I was surprised to see Scott Evans on GH. Yeah, like that was a big deal." Catwoman says, I gotta look for him now. Don't remember. Yeah, it was quick. And Lack of Bus redacted. Oh my gosh, I'm caught up. Where? Because I gotta pee. All right. And over 2 hours. This is the longest I've gone in a while. But it was so much fun. I miss you guys so much. But it's right now. And ready to get ready for bed so I can not sleep till 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Um, yeah, thank you guys for everybody who hung out. Thank you for chatting with me. It was so much fun to catch up. It's been General Hospital's been decent. Beyond the Gates has been really good. So we have some stuff to talk about. I might come back and stream tomorrow. Oh, my mic is out again. Oh, let's see. All right, I took my earbuds out completely. Can you hear me now? I don't know. All right. Well, either way, good night. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me well? Do I not need earbuds? I know I'm about to go, but this is good feedback for next time. Then I can maybe not just. Okay, so next time I won't worry about the earbuds at all. I'll just talk into my phone. So you don't have to worry about that. My slippery earbuds. All right. Thank you guys so much. So I don't know if we'll do this tomorrow, but hopefully we can hang out again soon. And I never want to go, but my bladder's saying I have to. So thank you all so much. This was a lot of fun. Catwoman, I'm gonna keep looking for your channel. And we all need to go and subscribe to Catwoman, help her build back up her channel. All right. Good night, guys. Live long and prosper.